I love your background, man.
I thought I'd been messing around with the settings in Zoom, and I didn't realize that you could actually set it as a green screen.
I love your background, man.
I thought
and the camera's off.
I've been messing around with settings in Zoom, and I didn't realize that you could actually set it as a green screen.
This is coming through all right.
I love your background, man.
I thought
and the camera's off.
My computer does not like that ringing. Every time that it rings, it puts the volume down for Zoom or something, and now I can't hear you guys. So I'm gonna back out and go back in.
Oh, I'm coming to shop.
Cool, we got Doug in. How you doing, Doug?
Good. Can you? Hello.
Puts the volume down for Zoom or something, and now I can't hear you guys.
Somebody say something because I can't hear anything.
Something.
Go back in.
Hello.
And yes, live stream is live.
yeah, we finally
Cool, we got Doug in.
Can everybody hear each other?
How you doing,
I can
Doug?
hear, but can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
It seems to be working.
Yeah.
Hello.
Puts the volume
Doug's
down
working.
for Zoom or something, and now I can't hear you guys.
Hello,
Somebody say
Doug
something.
YT. I've not seen you in a long time.
Hello. Where did she say off work?
Yeah.
Yes, live stream is live.
Yeah.
It's still Monday here.
Here's Beanie.
Yep. Hello.
What's up?
That was
Hey,
it was a bit of a rush to get started then, sorry, because I got a shower. I've had a bit of a strange day. So got a shower, and then Emma's just come in from work, and I've just ordered pizza as well, so it was like, oh my god, what time is it? It's 20 past 1, we need to start the stream.
Yeah, time's sneaking up on you, no matter who you
Where's
are.
my Santa hat?
Oh, sorry, I don't own a Santa hat. I'm very sorry.
You don't.
Hey, did you know, Doug? Did you know that that Neil is a famous voice actor?
No.
Yes.
No.
I actually hired him to do some voiceover work on a video recently,
I'll be right back.
and he did a fantastic job.
Have you not seen Christina's video from today, Doug?
Not yet. No, I'm working through my subscription list at the moment.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's on my.
It's a good video.
list.
It's a really good video.
The narrator's a bit of a wanker, but yeah, apart from that, it's all right.
Well, it's quite funny you say that, because the narrator, his, how can I put it, his pimp, or his
Just hustling you out.
his liaison executive has been, how can I put it, contacted today by someone who's a bit of a big deal on YouTube. Well, his brother is a huge deal on YouTube, isn't he?
Yeah, and I freaked Neil out because I'm trying to get him voiceover work now. and then I got contacted by someone that's a big deal, and now he's like freaking out on me.
Well, it's
I'm like, this is what you wanted.
Going down the hill, we may as well get into voiceover work.
to be
I'm
honest,
telling you throw an English accent or Australian accent on a voiceover, people think, oh my god, I have to buy this product because an Englishman told me to buy it. That's how do you think Dyson vacuums got sold?
basically, yeah.
Because they don't lose suction. I'm like, oh, an English guy that says it doesn't lose suction. We got to go ahead and buy this very overly expensive vacuum cleaner.
This piece of plastic crap will make your house cleaner if you buy it like this.
Yeah, because I'm English and I told you so. So people are like, shit, I got to buy it. An Englishman told me to buy this crap.
Okay, here's my product endorsement. Go and buy one of these.
We still haven't got Patty Broussard to come in and join us, have we? She'll join us one day. Good
We
evening,
also have
good
a-
evening to Dan Norton's in the chat. Patty's in the chat. It's a full house tonight, and we've even enticed Sir Doug Houston to come and join us.
Sir Doug Houston.
If you look at Flash's name in the top bar, he just looks like a head floating above his name.
So, Christine has had some problems this week, haven't you? Getting your AdSense to go through, and we kind of can't suss it out. So, I'm just gonna hand it over to Christine, and she can give out the problem. And I don't know whether you guys have got. I know Ed's monetized. I know Beanie's monetized. Doug's not monetized, but should be, and probably does know everything to do with monetization and everything else YouTube related stuff. So, Christine, let's go for it, girl.
Okay, so I created a Google account when I made my YouTube channel, and the Google account is called Your Real Estate Whisperer. So in turn, of course, I made my channel name Your Real Estate Whisperer. When I became monetized, they were like, are you an individual or are you a business? Which I'm an individual. So I started to fill out the W-9 form, but it said the name on the Google document, the Google whatever form I filled out says Your Real Estate, my last name being Whisperer, and my social security number doesn't match that name. That's the channel. So they don't want to pay me.
So it sounds like what the different, because over in Australia we have an individual thing, but that's the business name, not the actual person. So it seems like you've registered it under your name, but your last name is Whisperer, and of course that's never going to be recognized by your government. Whereas you should have registered under your actual name, and then the business name is your real estate Whisperer.
Correct. So I don't know how to straighten that out, because if I change the Google name to Christina Smallhorn, it's going to change my channel name, right?
But did you do this through AdSense? Like, did you actually use the AdSense website to do that?
When I got monetized and then I got approved for AdSense, I clicked on that little thing and it automatically said Your Real Estate Whisperer. Like, I didn't fill that out. It was already done.
Can't you just make a new AdSense, delete that AdSense ad?
No, you can't add, no, because it's already connected to my channel.
Yeah. And once you have one AdSense, you can't make another one.
Right. So do you think there's a way to contact AdSense to figure this out? And
well, there's gotta be, because there's gotta be a contact them on their site somewhere.
Right.
I can already see Doug investigating right now.
Oh,
Doug's
thank you, Doug. Because I was so frustrated, because I was like, "What the heck?" I was.
That's the face of investigation if I ever saw one.
Well, good. Somebody's trying to figure this out, because I was getting so frustrated, because I'm like, I got like $600 sitting in there. I really like my money.
Support.com. Support.google.com/AdSense.
Yeah, but I can't like call somebody on the phone.
No.
I think that is one of the problems with YouTube and with the likes of Google. You can't actually get in touch with a human being.
So do you have your Google Ads? Because it shouldn't matter. Okay, you got your Google AdSense open, yeah?
I can open it, yeah.
Yeah, I won't be able to show anything, obviously, but
right, because it's got my social security number and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beanie was going to pull up his own just to show you.
No, what?
Can you get an account, DBA as your Real Estate Whisperer, and have it go into that?
Yeah, because my Google Ads, because on mine I've got settings and it's got my actual name on it.
Mine just says, okay. Oh, hold on. They might have paid me.
Ooh.
Hold up a minute. This
Plot
might
twist.
be breaking news right now.
Hey, live news.
Breaking news. Right.
Breaking news.
Well, it took me a year to figure out my AdSense, and once I got it figured out, I got a nice payment of like $1,000. I'm like, whew.
I'm going spending.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Actually, I did. That's how I got my Surface Pro.
Yeah, I remember my first time setting up AdSense. I had trouble connecting my bank account.
Mine had to do with my W-9.
Oh man, you Americans and your W-9 forms.
I know, it's so frustrating.
theft. It's pretty much, our taxes is pretty much like a robber coming back and saying, oh, hey, I didn't mean to grab this. I'm going to let you have this back. But everything else that I stole from you, I'm keeping.
It says last payment made was, they said they made a payment to me. So I'm checking my bank account right now.
I was going to say, yeah, check your bank and see if it's in your bank account. Are you live drawing tonight, Beanie?
Yeah, I figured why not.
I like it. Because you do know at some point Beauty Bubble is going to come into the chat and be like, why is Beanie not drawing?
Yeah, that's kind of what gave me the idea initially. So kudos to her for giving me that idea.
It's actually a real good idea, to be honest. Watching,
yeah,
and as well, you know, I'll go as far as say that if we ever get monetized, all the revenue can go to your drawing.
I have a video sitting on my computer for this channel.
I should actually start this new idea that I've got for my my Christmas artwork that I was going to do.
Oh God, is this the Christmas outfit that's going to be out for Easter?
Yeah,
pretty much.
like that you're never going to live down this Thanksgiving one, yeah. Did you see Beanie's Thanksgiving one, Doug, that came out 3 days after Thanksgiving?
Well, 3 days after Thanksgiving.
Is that why it was that wrong?
Yeah, it was. So
I gave him shit about it. I couldn't help it.
Beanie, I got a question for you. How are you recording, like when you do the pencil drawings, how are you recording a straight down shot of that?
like the
straight down shot of it.
No, he means when you do.
Yeah, when you're using like an actual pen and paper, pencil and paper, how are you recording that?
It's
I got
behind
paid.
the green screen.
I got paid. I got
They
paid.
didn't have to figure anything out.
I'm so happy right now. I got paid.
That's Christmas sorted. It's all good.
Yeah, it's $600. Like I needed that.
Excellent.
To be honest, I'd be quite happy with $6.
Oh, I just noticed.
You need to show everybody your cup.
Oh,
literally, I've just checked my AdSense account just to make sure my name's in there correct, and it's all good. I set this up when I first got my channel, so thank you very much for that.
No problem. But they'll get you on other things too, because like you have to wait for the certain postcard to come in, and God forbid that thing sticks to an advertisement, because that's what happened to my first time. So I mean.
I am now the proud owner of a Yours Real Estate Whisperer.
Oh, it's tiny.
Oh,
did you?
It's tiny.
Yeah, that's tiny.
That's like a Super Bowl, man.
Dude,
to put it into perspective, right? Right, this is how big this glass is.
Right, that's a glass.
I bet you they both hold the same now.
This is a liter.
His is a lot rounder.
This is a liter.
So Beanie, how I didn't catch what you said.
Right.
How is it?
So see that mic that Doug has? I've basically got the same thing, but instead of holding a microphone, it's holding my camera, and it just points down over the top of my artwork.
Oh, okay. Because I'm trying to figure out a way to get overhead shots, because for the last 3 years, I've been tilting my tripod up against my table. And
go with the mic.
I really don't want to do that. My problem is,
is that better,
right?
Michael?
That's better.
See, though, my problem is I don't think a mic arm is going to hold this thing.
Do you have a little tripod thing underneath it?
Yeah.
Like a little. If you got a tripod hole underneath it, you just put like a little tripod mount, a little mount under it, and then you can connect that to your.
Yeah. No. What I mean is, I don't think it's going to be strong enough to hold it in place.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah. If you get a good quality mount, you should be able to do it. You just Just go on to like Amazon or eBay and just search for camera mount.
Yeah. I've tried Amazon so many times because I want to get one of those ones that it just arm that goes directly from the tripod over.
Hold on. What about
You should be able to get that.
But that thing, I can't figure out what the heck they're called. It's kind of a pain in the butt to find. But I was just thinking about that today, and I was just wondering how you're accomplishing it. So thanks.
And also, my webcam's
what about
really
one of
tiny.
those?
Oh, so you're recording it with your webcam then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's a nice little tripod you've got there, Mike.
Yeah, this was all thanks to Christina, so I have to thank her for this as well.
Oh, thank you.
Because she basically said, "You need more lights. What's your PayPal account?" Because she wanted to buy me a light, and it was like, "Are you sure?" And she went, "Look, just for fuck's sake, let me do something nice for you for fucking." And she had to go at me. So yeah, I don't argue with a woman.
Can I just step in and just say I need some Botox?
So do I. But
I
you know,
wasn't gonna say
like, if you guys ever really want some comic relief, watch my videos from a year ago. I'm so Botoxed. I'm not joking. My eyebrows are up here. I literally am so Botoxed. And nothing here moves at all.
Wait, did you actually use Botox?
Oh, like it was like $800 worth of poison in my face, and I could not move. Like my eyebrows were up here. And I thought I looked really good.
I was kind of wondering what was up with your eyebrows, and I just couldn't catch it because I went back and I watched a few of your videos after.
Yeah, it's like really weird to watch it.
And I was like
what's wrong with her face?
It was the
Now I'm gonna have to go there and check that out.
I am so Botoxed to death. I cannot move this part of my eyebrow. It is up
Is it
here.
all your videos?
Oh, the older ones, yeah.
And then you noticed as the older she gets, they go from this to doing this.
Yeah, that's because the Botox is gone. The Botox is gone, and now they're back down here.
Just got more stressed.
The more aggressive she gets.
I don't even care. You know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be on YouTube. I need to like have a social, like a kind of presence. You know, I have to like look my total best. I'm like, no, I don't care. Yeah.
You did what?
I am really self-conscious about these bags under my eyes. Like I've always had them because I have very sunken in eyes, and I've got freaking cheek fat to all hell. But I've just gotten to the point now. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do my best not to even pay attention to that. And it's kind of like your voice. You know how when you first started editing, all you heard was how horrible your voice sounded?
Yep.
And now it just it just sounds like words, right?
I can honestly say I don't have that problem.
Voice, you just hear words. and that's kind of how I've gotten with the video now too. It's just like, yeah, okay, I'm not even going to worry about it.
And just randomly with I'm gonna sort of take it back to last week's topic because I'm just looking at your videos and I'm like looking at your first thumbnails. I'm like, are you actually in your first videos, or because all I can see is your logo as your thumbnail? I'm like wondering, do you actually appear in your video at all?
Is that me? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm in it. I'm in them, but they're not like they're kind of like I literally am holding a camera and I'm like walking through with my aunt,
right.
And then another video was like it was about the
right.
Like about a flood and I didn't even know what I was doing on YouTube. I was just kind of throwing up stuff, you know. I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't really get serious about YouTube until October of last year. And I had a whopping 100 subscribers. I was pretty excited about that, you know.
Hey,
I was so
still pretty good.
I was so excited about it, matter of fact, that I made a video thanking the 100 subscribers. I never made another thank you subscriber video again, but
that's why I go ahead, Beanie.
I was just gonna say, out of curiosity, how many videos did you do before you hit the 100?
Well, I had a lot on Facebook, probably 57 maybe. I had a lot more on Facebook. I was
right. So
and like it's so weird though, because like last year this time, if I released a video like I did today on Facebook, I would have gotten, you know, at least 1,300 to 3,000 views on it. Today, I think I have like 500 views on it. I was like, wow, Facebook sucks.
My Christmas video and my New Year's video never do any good, but that's kind of like I'm just going to mess around with my green screen time, and I don't feel like actually reviewing a video because nobody cares these 2 weeks. So-
And you're not wrong about your eyebrows. I'm just having a bit of watch now, like, damn.
I know, right? Right? That's
At
crazy.
least they're not shaved and drawn on. I mean,
Well, I mean, but they're like
Yeah,
up here.
They
Like
make-
I look
yeah.
weird, and I'm trying to make a face, and I'm making like my eyebrows are struggling so hard to pull down. I'm like, so
I've always done my thank you videos for my New Year's video. Because
But why don't you do
gotta
this
get
though to change it up a little bit? Because a lot of people are going to be getting gifts, like product gifts for Christmas. So I would do videos on how to use some of those products, how to use this thing, how to use beard cream, how to use. I would
I've
make it
already
how
done
to.
those, though.
I would do an updated version, double down. That's what they always tell you to do,
I
double
just
down.
did them this year, though.
What about
Yeah.
the best?
So that's
the
the
best
point.
of
You
the-
double down when you have successful videos. That's what they tell you to do.
Well, those ones actually aren't successful like at all.
Yeah, but they might be
There's
because
a
it's
lot- there's a lot better
because it's
people
Christmas,
do it.
bringing them out again or redoing them again just because it's Christmas. People might be looking for
Right.
specific. I don't know, like the best three gifts to buy. You know,
And how to use them correctly.
Do what
Mm.
Roberto said. Make a playlist, add 4 videos, chuck it up. YouTube sees that as new content.
Yeah.
really.
I did that. I
Yeah.
did that
Yeah.
the week that I was having computer issues. I made a playlist because I wasn't going to be able to do one that week. That way, then YouTube just saw that I did do something.
Yeah, but it goes onto your social medias and it actually gets seen by new people again. Roberto's always adding new playlists up, and it's just like it always comes up. Roberto's done this, right? And loads of people do it. It's just to push your older videos into a newer audience, basically.
That's what
Yeah.
exactly what I did this weekend. I took my old listing videos because they're funny, you know, they're like the one that I did this week, but I've gotten so much better. And Neil's like, you know, that video that you did a year ago is not nearly like this one. I'm like, I know, I've improved it over a year.
If I could take that house that you did a video on this week and put it on like 5 to 10 acres, it'd be perfect.
That is
That is
considered a
really
garden
nice
home.
house.
Yeah, thanks. It's only $220,000. It's a garden home. Yeah, it's a garden home. It's a zero lot line garden home.
That's actually quite scary. That because the size of the house. I mean, Michael, you vouch for this. The size of the house in the UK to what's it, $225,000.
That's ridiculous money in
So
this country.
You're looking like 200,000 in the UK. That wouldn't buy you a quarter of the house.
Where I live, the southeast, if you want a 3-bedroom house, at least you're looking at £350,000. So
Which
you're
is-
probably looking at $400,000.
Yeah, it's
I was looking at
ridiculous.
it.
And that's how
Yeah.
much my house is, and it's 2,300 square feet, and mine's in the 250s. I mean,
Yeah.
300,000.
I was looking at a 5-acre farmstead here with a house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was an older one, obviously, probably built in like the 40s or something, but it had a nice garage and everything. They were asking $38,000.
Oh my God! You could buy
38,000.
you could buy a flooded,
But-
embedded house
but,
and put
yeah.
that here.
Yeah, but it's out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So you don't have, it's literally out in the middle of nowhere. There is no close town to it, which is perfect for me because I don't like people. So, but then I looked into it a little more and I was like, well, one, I couldn't pull that off right now. But plus the internet, I did talk to my internet company. Like that's how interested I was in it. I was like, let's see what kind of internet I can get out there, and it wouldn't be even. I'd be like beanie speeds.
Did
I think Ed's just murdering someone behind the curtain there. I'm not too sure.
Speaking
what's
of
going
which-
on.
I need to know
About
if Ed
that.
got his cup.
You guys hear about that Twitch streamer that
Yeah.
on stream was freaking hitting his wife?
Yeah.
That was in Australia. That was like in Sydney.
What? I never heard
Was
about
it?
this.
I thought it was.
It's doing
I
the
just
rounds.
saw
on
that
YouTube,
today.
yeah.
I saw it on
Yeah, it was
Watch.
in the morning news.
Watch today's Philip DeFranco when we're
Yeah.
done with
Yeah,
this.
it was like an Australian guy. That's why it was in the news last night. It was like it was one of the first things in the news last night. And when I saw it and heard, I just wanted to do things to that guy that was not very pleasant.
What did he do? What actually happened?
He was
Yeah.
streaming. He was streaming Fortnite, and he basically got pent up and aggressive, and then slapped his missus about live on stream.
Basically, his
Like
partner
you
or
don't
wife,
see,
or whatever.
you just see him going
asking
off
him-
his stream. You just see him
Yeah.
going off his stream, but you hear everything. And
Yeah.
like, I guess she got arrested too because she threw a couple of things at him. But from what the videos is showing, like the worst thing that she threw toward him was like a box.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but that's because he was coming at her.
But
He was like,
do you think
hope
it
she
could have
said
been
that.
staged? Do you think it?
No.
no. I don't think
no,
it was.
I've seen stage things like
There
that on
was-
the internet before, but not
yeah.
like that.
if
That was
there
way too
was,
good acting,
if there
Paige.
wasn't the kids screaming in the background bloody murder, I would think maybe it was, but it definitely wasn't. Like, no.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell the way that she's talking and screaming and stuff. You can tell it's not
Yeah.
like,
And it was
That's
all over
really
because
cool.
like she was asking him if he was coming in for dinner.
yeah,
He's like, leave me alone, and yeah.
he needs to. This is why public beatings should still be a thing.
Do you know what, mate? In some circumstances, I'll totally agree with you there.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when there is absolutely no denial that you did this. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, she's also pregnant.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Ooh.
When there is
That's-
absolutely no denial that you did something, and there is absolutely undeniable proof that you did something, public beatings and hangings should definitely still be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. And I fully believe that would make people think a whole lot quicker. Because right now, okay, so you heard that somebody did something and you never see him again, right? Where a public beating or hanging,
You would think it
they're
would,
right in
but
your town square hanging there for a couple of days.
you'd hope it would stop people. But I mean, look at you guys.
Yeah.
You guys in America, you still have execution in some states, and it still doesn't stop people.
Yeah.
It,
Bad people are bad people, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what we do to them to, you know.
Speaking of other negative things, what about YouTube Rewind?
right, right.
Okay.
And let
Someone's
Neil be the
not-
devil's advocate on this one because I'm
tell you- I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
I'm gonna
Let's go from top to bottom. So we've got. I mean, I don't know if you can see. You guys can see the screen on the live screen. So you got Doug, me, Hybrid, Charlie, Christine, Beanie, Justin, and Flash, who's Ed. Right. So we may as well start from top, going across, and then going down. So let's start with Doug. Has everybody seen YouTube Rewind?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I watched it just because you said that you were going to be talking about it.
Okay. I mean, we can pull the YouTube Rewind video up, play it, and then
It's 8+ minutes long.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it again.
I mean,
No, I'm
these
good.
these streams do
The
go
thing
on
is
for like
actually
6
only about
hours.
4 minutes.
I mean,
My interest-
you go on about 8 minutes, but 6 hours later, tomorrow afternoon when we're still talking. But okay, well, Doug, have you seen it?
I have not seen it at all. No,
You're not missing much.
that's
You
what I
mean you
figured.
didn't do your research, dog? Come on. I'm
No,
doing research.
no. Well, this is the
Well,
last.
it's not
minute
really
video.
tech or YouTube.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's
yeah.
YouTube related, but it's drama related. It's not really, his kind of niche.
I don't
Okay.
watch any of that YouTube stuff at all. I if it's not around people in this sort of group or YouTube tech, that's sort of the stuff that I watch, and maybe a bit of entertainment like movies and music sort of
Yeah, makes sense.
channels. But I don't watch any vlogs at all, or any vloggers or famous people. I've seen a couple of Will Smith videos, but that's about it.
Then he's in it. You should watch it.
Yeah. It's not bad,
You know-
though.
I love the ending of it. I'm sorry, but that was the perfect way to end it.
With the primitive thing, or
Well,
when
yeah,
he's-
with primitive technology.
yeah, that was cool. I was watching it.
He got more video time than anybody in the whole entire
Yeah,
thing,
true.
including
Yeah.
Will Smith, which I think is freaking awesome.
He got more screen time, but you never saw his face.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. In
Really?
the very beginning, it shows him.
Okay,
Oh,
can I
okay.
just say something really quick?
No.
I'm going to anyways because I'm Christina. Okay, so here's the deal. When the video starts off and Will Smith is the first face you see, immediately I'm like, oh, the Hollywood millionaire actor who just happens to be now on YouTube is the person you put. I always thought like YouTube Rewind is YouTube made you famous. YouTube made you famous and now you're being highlighted. Not you were famous and now you're on YouTube, so we're going to highlight you. I just thought that was a real kick in the teeth to people that work really freaking hard on YouTube.
Yeah.
I thought that was bullshit. I didn't like that.
I always
Jimmy
thought that
Kimmel.
it was about big things that happened on YouTube and not necessarily.
But they didn't say like they should even highlighted the stuff that was kind of crappy on the
I don't think
if
They're
they
not
even
gonna-
put if they even had put somebody in a Pokemon hat, that would have been the nod
That
to
would be better.
that would have been a nod to what happened with that stupid suicide forest thing. They wouldn't have had to say a word, just have somebody.
Well, if technically, if you think about it, the whole dancing in the woods was a nod to that wood.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It wasn't a nod to it, but it was like a
But can you
there's an-
blame YouTube for not putting those people?
Whose
But it
mic
happened,
is
it
feeding
was-
back? Someone's
I
mic
think
is
that's Ed.
feeding really. It's like.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it's like
it.
pulsating.
I'm kind of thinking that the YouTube Rewind is not so much for those people that are on YouTube, but for those people that don't watch a lot of YouTube, because that Rewind gets played on TV.
Yep. But that was sort of what I was going for. When it comes to the rewind, it's now less about what goes on the platform. It's now about making the platform look good for more sponsors to turn up, for more people to come in and bring more money to YouTube. They don't care about the people who are actually making content. They just want to sell the product to make more money.
Mind you, if they don't make more money, then what are the monetized people going to end up getting?
Exactly.
But here's the thing: like when they started their YouTube
They don't have to
Rewind, it
give
was
us
to
any.
I know it was just a nice highlight to like all the cool things that happened on YouTube. You know, because it
I
was.
think. Sorry.
I
think
just don't think that it was the right way to do it. I thought it was crap.
But if you look at this, every YouTube Rewind since the first one has gotten hated on. Every single one of them.
Back in
Not
the
to
day.
this degree.
You're not gonna end up right, but everybody likes hating on it. So therefore,
Yeah, but there's a reason why
hate
it
on
was hated. It wasn't the content that the reason why it wasn't the content that was hated. Half of it was because PewDiePie wasn't in it, but the main reason is because it like all this year YouTube's been basically ignoring the content creators. Like they've tried they've with the creator insider, that's been a good way to sort of try and communicate what's happening. But other than that, like they've been out of touch, and the fact that they just like released a YouTube Rewind instead of like just like sorting out all the issues that the content creators have actually been complaining about and asking to get fixed. It's like, oh, okay. Do you even pay attention to what we're talking about? Or are you just gonna shove a fluffy video out there in the hope that we forget that there was like apocalypse and suicide forest and all that crap?
I mean,
But I will say that they did highlight the animators, and I thought that was good. That was the first time they've done that, and I thought it was really good that they did.
Yeah, I was so glad that I saw it when I saw Lucas the Spider, as Patty in chat just mentioned, because Lucas is freaking awesome. Let's just face it. If you guys don't know who Lucas the Spider is, you gotta look it up.
Yeah, Lucas
I like the odd ones out.
You've probably seen him everywhere on.
He's a cute spider.
It's
Facebook and
it's actually playing on the. I've got two screens going on now, so we're in the small window on the live stream, and the actual creator video is playing next to us as well. I mean, I thought it was great, but I've liked all the YouTube Rewind videos because you can as a personal, we all will want something different out of a YouTube. Out of a video, and the whole world will want something different out of the video, but it's kind of like, who decides who's in it? It's only a group of people, so this group of people here, I mean, we couldn't all decide or come up to a point
Next year, why don't we make this decision? Why don't we make our own YouTube rewind of highlighted moments?
I think that's actually what a lot of people have been doing as a retaliation to this one. They've been going the real rewind.
But just like for our like little group of people. Like we all like find things in our own content and then we thread it all together.
Should do a Niminati. Should do a Niminati when it takes
we can add stuff from the Nimmons. We can add stuff from, Brian G. Johnson. We can add stuff from Create You. Hint, hint, Matt B.
I really like Matt's layout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he's got it.
That's like, a real nice office.
I like the way they had Simone Gates in the video. I don't know if any of you know who Simone Gates is.
I do. I do. She had the brain cancer.
Yeah. Well, it was just a tune, wasn't it? And it was actually.
Yeah.
What?
Justin just wants to be seen.
No, it's okay. So every time that somebody exits or comes in, my audio just dies. So I have to get out and then come back in. Because that stupid doorbell, if I could turn off doorbell sound, I'd probably be perfectly fine. So anytime that anybody new comes in, it does the doorbell, and then I have to leave.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I can.
Christian Reddy, you are the subscriber getter this week. Look at you cranking out subscribers look at him, he's all excited. Oh my god, you are killing it.
Thanks
I've
so
been
much.
watching your numbers like a hawk and I'm like, oh my god, look at him.
So what started getting them all those getting you all those subscribers there, Christian?
It was that website he bought them on.
That's kind of what I was wondering.
Yeah, I think that the investment in well, you know what it was? I think I really think that it was developing those questions for Rue's trivia night. That had to be it.
That was it.
That had to be it. You know.
Look at him. 1,690 subscribers. Do you know that like 4 weeks ago he just got 1,000 subscribers?
Was that the questions you done for the quiz night where I actually won a cup?
Yes.
You won a cup and I got this in the mail today.
Let's see it.
I got this and it's from Smallhorn in Prainsville, La. It's addressed to me, and it's so nice. And
I didn't actually realize when you bought subscribers they came in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, look what it says.
They come with scratch cards. You have to like scratch the code off.
Look what the box says. Neil says, "Never forget," because I vowed that I would never say that again. But Neil said it, so I didn't say it. Look at his face.
Careful, he's gonna close the log out.
I love you. I love you, Christian Reddy. I do.
Love all you guys.
I hope the cup's smashed.
Well, let us see what.
I do like the way Christian's sitting in his living room there, and he does look like he's about to tell us a Christmas story.
Yes.
It is kind of like.
He needs a pie.
Nobody tells a Christmas story like Neil crypto cruising. Just do it one time. Just go, once upon a time.
I do have a Christmas story I can tell.
Once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a launchpad astronomer.
I'm just waiting for him to tell Beanie to get off his phone again.
Going down from his cage with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in the town, for he knew every who down in the food beneath was busy now hanging a holly wreath. And they're hanging the stockings, he said with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, so practically here. But tomorrow he knew every who, girl, and boy would wake bright and early, and they'd play with their toys. And then, the noise and the noise and the noise. If there's one thing that Grinch hated, it was noise. Noise.
Whoa! Were you in a play, Christian? Is that how you know all the words to this?
I just read the story a few times.
Yeah, that must be one of your top favorites.
Holy moly! Oh my gosh, it's a gigantic
Brew
brew
cup.
cup.
No,
That's so
no.
big, it may as well have nipples on it. It is
I
Nobody minds me eating pizza while we carry on, do we?
I don't
No
care.
problem at all.
It just makes me want.
Do it like a mukbang. Just go.
Yeah, mukbang.
Oh, no.
Mukbang plus.
But I did decide, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on and turn the chair around so I can get this in the backdrop. Just to wish you all some holiday cheer.
Christian.
Yes.
And I got
Cheers, sir.
Look at you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Look, my friends.
Oh
Or-
yeah,
or-
that's what I got. The Flash of the Pan got a Comcast.
What'd you get? Oh, Chromecast. Oh, fantastic.
He won that
Nice.
on my channel.
Oh, terrific.
Cool.
Hey, Doug,
Fantastic.
listen, how you doing?
That's a
I
pretty big-
really haven't properly said hello to everybody. It's just, hello, hi, everybody. Doug, hello, Beanie, hello, Ed.
Hello.
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 Hi, Christian.
Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Hello, you're broken down. I'm sorry.
Neil, compared to your cup, his Chromecast kicks your ass.
Oh, are you gonna take that, Brew?
He can do whatever he wants. I mean,
Oh, I just got a new subscriber. Oh, how nice. Joseph.
I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm sure he just sits
Chris-
there every day going, "Look, another subscriber. Oh, look,
Christian.
news."
Yeah.
Christian.
Well,
Just the one subscriber.
I'm this close to 600 now.
All right.
What do you
Right
want?
on, Mike.
What's Doug on now? Because Doug's like creeping up to 1,000.
Doug, are you at 1,000 now, mate? 920? Oh, my God.
Nice.
Close, so close.
There we go.
Everybody watching, subscribe, Doug.
Yeah.
We're
Unsubscribe from
subscribers.
Beanie.
Everybody else is a subscriber
that?
in here.
So
So
go on.
Matt, why are you was being so quiet? What's going on with you, Matt?
What? What happened?
Why aren't you talking?
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you guys to start talking about Rewind.
All right, we'll
We
go
did.
back to it.
Well, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in, right? I liked it. I liked the fact that I had Casey Neistat in it. I love the fact that I had Simone Gates in it. And the reason I like the fact I had Simone Gates in it was because one of her subscribers said to her on one of her videos, your eye looks a bit red. You might want to get it checked out. Then another person told her, and another person. She got it checked out. It turned out that she had a brain tumor. She went into hospital. She had the operation. She made a laughing joke about going into hospital and saying, I'll be back if worse that happens. I'll have to wear a funky eye patch. She, she made light heart of the situation, but it was serious. She came back, and it's just nice that throughout. I mean, if she hadn't have done YouTube, nobody may have noticed that one of her eyes was going a bit funny because she was like, I can't see it.
She thought she was laying on it wrong or something.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
So for that reason, it had Simone Gates in it. It had Casey Neistat in it. A lot of the people that were in it, I don't know. Because, I don't watch gaming channels apart from Mike now and again. Mike is like the only gaming channel I watch.
Me too.
Same here besides my son.
Cheers, guys.
So it's, a lot of the people I didn't know. But for me, I mean, I give it a thumbs up. I left a comment. I got a bit of hate from it because some idiot went,
How much hate did you get on it?
Do you know what? To be honest, I think there was only the one comment because I just put great video. If you don't like the video, go and create something. If rather than being an arse, just if you think you can do better, go and do better. And then some guy just commented, "There's no good creators in this video." So I had a look on his channel. I said, "Well, I'll guarantee you, all the creators on here have got more than 3 subscribers like you."
You say that, but then look at Casey's videos. They are good. So he's got no legs to stand on.
Yeah,
Even
there
if
is
one person.
tons and tons of good creators on there. Most of which I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know.
thought that they were good enough to. One thing that I didn't really understand is the people that we should be thanking are. That whole part and the women that stood up for themselves and blah blah. It's like that wasn't on YouTube. Like none of that was on YouTube.
And
So,
to be
why
fair, females
are we talking about any of that?
audience.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm totally
YouTube Rewind.
The topic of the live stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
Christian is like, wait, what?
I didn't do my
What's this
homework.
thing you
I
spoke of?
apologize.
It's like it's the biggest video to get thumbs down this year. It's got like 7 million
It's the
thumbs
quickest
down.
one to get.
7
It's like
mil.
the second most disliked video of all
Yeah.
time, and it was like, and all the other videos, it took them like a year or so to get disliked. That one, like three or 4 days, and boom,
It blew up.
Jesus, it is
It's got
7.7 million dislikes.
yeah,
Wow.
with only 2,000 or 2 million thumbs up.
Wait, 7 million the last time I looked. 7
how many likes did
They've got 27,000 million subscribers.
how many likes did the Avengers trailer get? Because that was like one of the most viewed trailers in like the first 24 hours of all time.
By the way, have you seen the new Avengers trailer? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the teaser.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Endgame one.
To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I had to take a little time to myself after watching that.
Tissue was an option.
That's
he
Did you
loves
feel
enjoying
much better
himself.
afterwards?
I was literally, someone sent it to me. I was on a call at the time and I stopped and I was like,
Excuse me, I'm gonna need a moment.
I literally just stopped what I was doing. I just watched it. And the person on the end of the line was like, you there? Hello? Hello? I was like,
And all you hear
All
is
they can hear in the background is
Wow. 103 million views. And
so that's,
how many likes does it
Wasn't
have?
Casey in
7?
like the last
Wow.
3 rewinds?
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's Casey Neistat, and he
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
kind of have to have, I suppose.
the thing that I was surprised of. Like one of the biggest things that's happening on YouTube at the moment, PewDiePie versus T Series, and it was
Yeah.
not mentioned in the whole of that rewind thing.
It actually technically was.
Oh yeah, there
'Cause,
was a screenshot of PewDiePie.
Yeah, it was the chair was a reference to him, but also the fact that they had the Bollywood music which is basically their way of giving credit to T Series without actually mentioning T Series.
So there's a lot of nods in a lot of these that you really have to. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't get it. Like I have no idea what's going. I don't know what this bongo cat crap is, but it's on there. And so it's a lot of like you have to be watching the channels to understand them.
Who was the kid? Who was the ice skating? Who was the kid ice skating?
That was yodeling kid.
That was the kid that yodeled in a
Department store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it, Matt? What's your? Because I guarantee you're gonna have an opinion.
Well, yeah, I've got tons of opinions.
And you've watched it as well, which is a bonus. I mean, Doug's not seeing it. Doug's not seeing it. Midnight Madness hasn't seen it. Justin's too busy spanking one off over his subscriber count this week, and I know you've watched it. Well
Christian
done.
is enjoying himself tremendously right now.
His
Right?
palms have never been
He
so red.
is truly launching as we speak.
His palms are sweaty. His launch pad is armed and ready.
His launch pad is launch.
Oh yeah.
no, not exactly what I went to school for.
I didn't know you had to go to school for that.
Neither did I. Apparently, I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, like I said,
I must have missed all the masturbation classes.
Yeah, because you were
Other
doing
than sex ed.
So go on.
Sex ed,
What's your take on the YouTube rewind, Matt? Let's say.
Well, I truly do think that it's an excellent gauge of things to come at this point. I mean, you can exclude, or you can address all the obvious complaints, right? We have Will Smith opening it. Really someone who has nothing to do with YouTube.
Agreed.
Outside of some series, some YouTube Red series.
He has his own channel now. doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got his own channel now. That's
oh yeah,
pretty gigantic.
But how would the channel have gone if he wasn't Will Smith?
for it?
I mean, he doesn't need his own channel. Let's face it.
Well, that's the thing. That's the reality, and people look at like Will Smith being on kind of opening this rewind. And yes, we can take the standpoint that, well, you know, Will Smith is not an original creator. Like, he got his start in movies and then transferred over to YouTube and now has a YouTube channel. The way I kind of look at this is, what's that, brother?
I thought Will Smith got his start in hip hop, then TV, then movies.
He did.
Yeah.
That'd be correct. So in 11 months, and let's face it, he was the quickest one to ever get to like 10 million or whatever. In 11 months, he now has 7 digits.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because he's Will Smith, and
Right.
he's a.
But it's a big thing that
actor.
happened in YouTube. I mean,
Who cares?
sure he was big before, but he was still. He's mainstreaming YouTube, so there's no way that they could not include Will Smith somehow.
Yeah, I mean,
They
you
didn't
couldn't
have started off with it though. I would have started off with somebody like PewDiePie, who is an original content creator who's still relevant to
Who has a lot of controversy around it.
Correct.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, but
go ahead, Matt. I want to hear what Matt has to say because he hasn't finished his comment.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Everybody's fine.
On the whole controversy thing, though, you've got like Ninja in that video, who isn't the most he's not the most straightforward streamer at all, and he's done things in the past that have pissed people off, but he was still in that video.
Right, but none of it ever made.
To be fair, right now, Ninja is the golden boy.
Yeah.
Of video game streaming right now. I mean, he is the. I would say even on YouTube at this point. Granted, he does not stream on YouTube, but he's doing it the right way on Twitch. And yes, he is involved in a few controversies, nowhere near at the level of PewDiePie or anything like that. But he truly is like the golden boy. He is the standard. He has set the bar for streamers right now. So when it comes to, seeing Will Smith open it, I think it goes to something I can't remember where I was talking about it, but it's basically what we're seeing right now is this merging of medias. And this is a good sign. This is not a bad sign. It used to be 10 years ago, there would have been no way in hell that, Midnight Man or Hybrid Steel could compete against the likes of Will Smith on any platform, right? Not unless he was in as an actor, right? Well, in YouTube now, you as Hybrid Steel have an opportunity to compete toe to toe with the likes of Will Smith. That's pretty incredible. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's possible in today's world.
You mean at least as far as appearing on the same platform?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
As far as views or subscribers or whatever.
Well, again, you're talking about a growth metric there. You're talking, we can say the same thing about Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat did not get his start on YouTube.
Yeah, no,
Casey
he had HBO show.
Started as a filmmaker on even before HBO, he was inside of the entire small independent film world, right? So he brought that audience to him when he started YouTube, and he brought something to YouTube that everybody was like, oh wow, we didn't even know we could do this on YouTube, and now we can.
But he had, to be fair though, he had 3 other channels before that were not successful before he started this one that was successful.
Absolutely. So when I see that though, I go, wow, here's Will Smith, and we all now are competing with him on the same platform. That's never happened before. That's never even been a possibility before. It's incredible. It's incredible.
It's like getting an indie film into like the Oscars, isn't it?
Absolutely. 100%.
Against the big guys.
Correct.
And one thing that I like about Will Smith is that he's not doing it. He's not doing it to take over everything.
Oh my god.
He's doing it.
He's
He's
doing it.
The Star Lord
Oh my
down in front. Okay.
Yeah. He talked about why he wanted to try YouTube and stuff.
God.
Saying he's interested in how platforms work. That's why he started doing Twitter. That's why he started doing Instagram. That's why he started up YouTube. Not because he wants to take over. And let's face it, if you're gonna have any actor that's gonna go to your platform, you want it to be Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because he has no controversies. He has nothing. So to be able to say, oh, hey, look, Will Smith is in our new YouTube Rewind, that gets so many people that may never even really check out YouTube to be like, hey, let's go check him out and follow him and see what he's up to on daily. Right?
I think though that people that watch the rewinds, it's because of the fact they want to see their creators, people that have been a part of the YouTube sphere. There's things that happen on YouTube that don't happen on Twitter, and that only people on YouTube understand. And that's what I thought they would make, like, more jokes about the fact that, like, you know, like it was a big deal this year that people had to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I mean, that was a big deal to us small creators, to a lot of people, and people were racing. I mean, the things that they did to get to that point so they can make that deadline was crazy. Yeah. And they should have addressed that.
Only one small creator that's been on any of the YouTube rewinds, like a true.
I'm just saying that was a newsworthy thing that happened in YouTube that they could have addressed. That's all I'm saying. Is that was
they don't even address it outside of they don't even address it. Period. So they're not going to put it in the rewind. I mean, I agree. Yes, I get what you're saying, but I see why they're not doing that because they don't want any more publicity to that. The rewind is totally a publicity move.
Correct.
100%.
Correct.
There's no doubt about
and I 100% agree with you, Justin. 100%, and I quite agree. I mean, there is a reason why the likes of, in my opinion, Will Smith is being used as that opener. Will Smith is incredibly accessible from an advertising standpoint. And again, this is another reason we should really be excited about this. Guys like Will Smith are bringing advertiser dollars to the platform that were not accessible beforehand because he's so clean. Because
I think
he doesn't have to cuss to sell rap records.
Well,
and we'd rather him than
we
like.
are going to benefit from this. That's the advantage. If we maintain a certain content strategy, we will benefit, or we will reap the rewards because of that. And to Nexus, did they even mention Daryl Ives or Roberto Blake? They're not going to. They never will bring any of that to the table. They just won't.
Too small.
Unless
and no one cares about YouTube growth.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you know who Daryl Eves is or Roberto Blake or that sort of niche of YouTube, that's not going to bring in you millions of subscribers.
No.
But chuck in Will Smith, you're going to
they're trying to get
come onto the platform.
Right.
YouTube rewinds for the audience.
Correct. And even the thing with Ninja, I mean, I no doubt, I'm sure YouTube would give their left nut to get Ninja to basically bail on Twitch and come over to YouTube as a streamer on YouTube, right? Just to bring in that flow. I think Ninja is smart enough not to, and to maintain a diversification there. He's basically making out both ways. But again, this is a way to drive publicity to the platform that is YouTube. Look at the topics they covered. Women's rights issue, Asian rights or issues, representation and all this whatever, right? Like this is what they talked about for the rewind. These are very, very hot topics for advertisers right now. They want to be associated with that. They don't want to be associated with PewDiePie right now. Hell no. Yeah. You know, YouTube gaming is so bad. Oh yeah, Dose.
And to be honest, so I think PewDiePie did like the last year's one. He wasn't invited, but this year's one, I think it wasn't that he wasn't invited. Well, he wasn't invited, but they just let him. They just gave him a heads up, going, "Hey, just letting you know, we don't really want to be including you this year. And I don't think, even if he was asked to, I don't think he wants to be involved anymore, because I'm thinking he's kind of over YouTube in general. Like, if you watch the last few videos about the whole PewDiePie versus T-Series, even he's sick of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Ninja is a gamer over on Twitch. I'm sorry, guys. We should have clarified that.
Yeah.
So.
And with the, I was actually just thinking is like, this is a sort of I'm just shoving in this topic now, but I was thinking last night about the whole PewDiePie being taken over. We're all sort of got this end game of, we've got this like subscriber goal or whatever, and like, everyone's racing to be the top YouTuber, but no one's really experienced what life is like having that taken, like, he's not having anything taken away as such, but like, PewDiePie has been the top YouTuber for like, how many years now, and I wonder what it's like to no longer be like having that taken away as such, and like, no one's ever really had the top spot being taken away just through natural organic growth, and it's just something that was like,
there is impurity in the stream.
But it's not organic growth.
Hold on, everybody. There is an impurity.
There is.
Why? Where's Beth?
Oh, burn.
This is
I am
great.
not a creator, but I
No.
still enjoy watching you guys.
See, you say that, but you're on YouTube twice a week.
We appreciate you, man. Yeah, actually, you are creating. I mean, you are on YouTube.
I'm helping, but I am not a creator.
That still makes you part of the content that your wife creates.
You're producing
You're
content.
part of the team.
You upload more than me and Beanie.
Yeah. Well, everyone uploads more than me.
Yeah, but you can see what I put up.
It's not difficult.
Oh.
I think I've done 306 videos in 10 months. It's killed me.
You've done way more than I have in 6. And
I'm just waiting for the good ones to come out.
So am I.
That's
wow.
So Dose says, I personally never understood the salt drama, etc. of the YouTube rewind. If a creator has had a great year, there is nothing stopping them from making their own rewind for their.
Well said.
I completely agree, 100%.
That's why I said we should do it.
I would love.
I think that's what's.
I would love to be to watch the actual. I mean, YouTube don't just sit down one day and go, right, we're going to do a video, get these guys in and shoot it. There must be the panel or the committee or the people who actually sit down and decide this. It must be the greatest argument known to man. Because everyone will want a certain person in.
Chuck in Casey Neistat because he hit the whole 10 million mark. That was almost like a given. He's that sort of. If you're aiming to be a vlogger, that's the person you idolize because of how he does it, how he structures everything, and his achievement is just amazing. And then from there, you put all the people that have like the trending subjects, the people that people are actually sort of like homing into to actually look at.
And they added a lot of non-English channels.
I like that.
I did like that.
Oh,
I
yes.
like the animators.
Yeah.
I think Christina brings up a good point. I love the fact that they highlighted animators.
They really did.
They haven't done that in the past. And
they did do it last year. They did actually have animation last year, but they didn't.
This level?
Nowhere near this level. But they did have it last year, and because obviously I follow the whole art scene, but there's a channel called
You don't say.
And I think actually Draw with Jazza might have been in Rewind last year. I can't remember. But it was like it would have been only a few seconds worth, but there was animation and art in there.
But not like this. This was a really good, like,
yeah.
You guys are killing it. Thank you for being on our platform.
And Marshmallow was in there as well.
No, it does not, Eddie. K-pop doesn't belong anywhere.
No.
I don't.
Shut your whole mouth.
You're a dick.
Same thing with mukbang. Same thing with that, or with the eating channels. Those don't belong anywhere either.
Did you guys watch H3's YouTube
No,
rewind?
I've got to watch that. Is it good?
Dude, it's so funny. I was dying laughing, man. He had me go, K-pop!
I just love Ethan. He's hilarious.
Dude, he's so good.
Here's a question about it. Was
what?
Right now, I'm gonna be really spot on here, or I'm gonna be so far off the mark, I'm gonna sound like an absolute dick. But that's usual for me. Was Shaunosaurus in it wearing the Make-A-Wish?
What?
Huh?
What?
Was Shaun?
What?
Was Shaun?
Shaunosaurus?
What?
It's Shaunosaurus.
I'm lost and I'm English.
You don't know who Shaunosaurus is?
No.
No clue.
No idea who you're talking about.
Okay, then, well, all think back to Vid Summit. Dad leaves his partner, his business partner, is called Shaunosaurus.
Oh right. Is he the one that Daryl kept saying?
He's a massive.
Viewers or something.
He owns a computer company.
Oh, Sean Duras.
Sean Duras.
Yeah, but his name's Shaunosaurus.
No, his name's Sean Duras.
No, he did nickname. Fuck off.
Sean Duras.
Oh,
because
Sean
he
Duras,
went
yeah.
Sean Duras. We all know Sean Duras, not Sean Dinosaur is.
But
What the hell is your problem?
it's either his Instagram or his Twitter is Shaunosaurus.
Oh, he might have changed it. He changes them all the time.
So
he changes his name on there all the time, but it's Sean Duras.
Yeah.
So
what
what was
says
it
on his Twitter?
Was it Sean's or Sean? Was it that fucking guy with the Make-A-Wish t-shirt on?
Yes.
Was
No.
that?
No.
What?
No. For the Make-A-Wish part. No, that was Markiplier. If you're talking about the long hair black guy, the black hair longer. the guy with the long hair.
Christ, the fucking both of you. Use your
That's
damn words,
Markiplier.
guys.
All I want to know is so it was Markiplier.
No, Sean Duras was
Yeah, it's Markiplier.
Good to have you in here.
People are going to be adding Sean Duras. Hey, good job in the Make-A-Wish Foundation video.
Yeah. That's why I was asking the fucking question.
You know when he said he was going to make an ass of himself? Done.
That's fine. All I've got to say is, once upon a time, there was a girl.
Once upon a time. I've heard it so many times.
So that wasn't Shaunosaurus. Okay.
So did
that's-
anybody think that the 8 minutes and 32 seconds was a little bit too long for
to be honest with you, I could have watched it for 15 minutes. I wish
Really?
it would have gone on longer. Because
I think if they did, then they could start getting into some of the smaller YouTubers that grew exponentially throughout the single year.
what, like Launchpad
there
Astronomy?
would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So there definitely would be a plus to them doing that. But I can see, like I said, it's made for TV. It's made for a quick thing, and I don't think new people to YouTube are going to stick around and watch a full 15 minutes of it.
They did miss that one thing though.
I think that what they were trying to do, I mean, so YouTube, they're trying to compete with, and I think they are successfully competing with the likes of Netflix, HBO, etc. People, they're trying to bring more people to the platform. So I think that by highlighting like your Will Smiths, your Casey Neistats and so forth, so that's going to make people say, oh, wow, there's a lot of great talent on YouTube. I'm going to go start watching people. Apropos of nothing, I went ahead and threw in the chat, like way back there, this article that I saw by venturebeat.com. It's mostly India-based, but excuse me. But the headline reads, Netflix's biggest competition isn't sleep, it's YouTube.
That doesn't really surprise me because people have a short attention span, which is why YouTube has made it so good, because they can go from one creator to the next to the next to it, from one video to the next to the next to the next, and your brain doesn't, because we're idiots nowadays and we can't have an attention span longer than a half an hour.
I think they're consuming more content by watching short videos.
Which is why if you look at some of Netflix's biggest shows, they're a half an hour long.
Correct.
And that is it. Half an hour to 45 minutes. They're big. I mean, yeah, sure, they've gotten some from HBO that, and brought people in that way. But
that's just to cut in the chat. Chaos Titan has just said they should have made 2, one for bigger channels and one for smaller channels.
But how are they going to pick? It's easier to pick out the bigger channels than the smaller ones.
Yeah,
that's the idea of having a group like, let's say, us lot, chucking our own together and just saying, look, that's our year of YouTube.
Oh, can you imagine? It would be the biggest abortion of a video ever to enter the platform.
It'd be awesome. It would make us all happy and laugh.
It would never. It would never happen. No.
Our audiences would be like,
"What?"
Yeah, you know. But you know.
Who's that guy who's giving people dinosaur names?
We have competition now with Shaunosaurus's channel.
Shaunosaurus, yeah. His biggest competition.
Yeah.
The Shaunosaurus.
Who's in a video? What there's
Shaunosaurus channel.
Who's in a video? Well, there's Dugosaurus, there's Hybridosaurus, there's Christian Rediosaurus,
Whisperosaurus,
Rusaurus.
No, the Realosaurus.
Realosaurus. Yeah. It would be interesting to do one. It'd be good if there was someone within like the little community who just, because you get people who just love editing, don't you? You get people who's like, oh, send me. I love putting videos together. Well, yeah, like you. Like Christine
I feel like it's something Cody Warner would do. Cody Warner could help us with all that, with that kind of thing.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, I've took him off my Christmas list. And I've lost his number.
All right. I'm actually right across the river from Harrisburg.
Who? Yeah. Cody Warner does?
Yeah, I met him a couple months ago at a meetup.
What type of meetup?
This small creator, I think.
Oh, right.
That's his group.
I thought you'd been going dogging again, Charlie. Sorry.
Nez is now live streaming.
Professor Nez.
Yeah.
Can we go, Christian? Do you need to go, Christian, and talk to Professor Nez? No. I know that makes the announcement.
No. I say that because he normally streams on Sundays, but
he was having major issues last night.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, and he got on today. He wasn't like trying to make it public or anything like that. He just came up because he's trying to figure out how does he stop himself from buffering. You know what I mean? Like it was just like stop.
I've had that happen.
What's he changed? Because he said he changed some software. What has he changed from?
So Doug Houston, you need to talk to Professor Nez because he needs your help. He uses Ecamm.
Has he changed recently? Has he?
Yeah, he just started it yesterday, and he just had your problems with it.
I saw that on his Twitter. I saw he mentioned Ecamm. I thought, has he changed over?
Sorry to butt in. Alex just put in the chat. He didn't mean to go live.
No, he didn't.
He's probably testing.
He probably did what I did a few weeks ago, where I was just like, "Huh, I wonder what this does." The next thing I knew, I was live, and I
Yeah, I remember seeing the notification.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh hi, I'm live."
Because you actually did. It was like a 3-minute video. It was like, "Oh shit! Oh hello. I'm just testing this, by the way. Got to go. Bye."
I actually did. I was doing a recording for just some bits of footage I was working on a video, and I hit the stream button instead of the record button. You just got me sitting going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And then,
speaking of which, Professor Nez is now live.
And also, just randomly, I think this is the first time in the entire stream we actually heard Doug talk.
No, Doug was talking earlier. You missed it.
Yeah. I chime in every now and then.
So
I've ducked out a few times as well.
Doug, maybe you can help Peter Nez. I think he could.
I saw that he was streaming to Periscope at the same time, so I don't know if it's to do with him going to restream.
Periscope's having a lot of issues.
Can I say this though? I don't know what the rules are for because for instance, you're technically not supposed to stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. That's against terms of service.
Yeah.
Is that the same for Twitch and YouTube?
Yep.
Or
yes?
Then why do people do it?
Right.
Because
the reason why people do it is because if they're under 1,000 subscribers and they're not monetized, they're not partnered with anywhere, they can do whatever they like, but they can
But I've
still
seen big ones do it.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
they can
but
do it.
they'll
They've
eventually
normally
get
got a
that
deal set up between it, though.
Wait a second. So you're saying that once you're monetized, you are prohibited from streaming to any other platform at the same time you're on
No.
YouTube?
Right. It's a dual stream, the same stream. You're
They're just
basically
not going to care.
You can do it as long as you're using a different outlet
camera.
and a different camera. That's how Nick gets away with it on a Saturday. When he streams to Twitch off his mobile phone, he's not using like the same PC, the same camera,
right.
the same.
It's a different camera angle. But
Because
if,
then
like,
it
for
counts as
instance,
different
I
content.
watch another group of 2 creators and they are live streaming to Facebook. I can click over to YouTube and it's the exact same stream that
They
I
might,
see.
they might have 2 cameras next to each other.
Oh.
One of the streamers I watch called Dr. Disrespect, he's got 2 webcams set up, so he does 2 different loads of scenes. But he could quite happily have one camera going to one place and one camera going to another.
You can't. You can't use the same camera. I mean, I can't activate the camera I'm using on Zoom now in Discord in Streamlabs. It won't let me. So
if you're on a DLSR, you can get a splitter that'll split it off to 2 different computers.
There you go.
So they may be using one thing, running it off of 2 complete different programs. So YouTube and the other one are saying, okay, this isn't streaming anywhere else because it's encoded differently than the other ones are.
Gotcha.
So to add to this conversation, the only thing that Twitch says specifically about that is once you become an affiliate, you can no longer stream at the same time to multiple platforms. Okay.
And
prior to the affiliate status, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Now, once you become an affiliate and then a partner, there are ways to get around it. And there are ways to create partnerships with Twitch to allow that. But at the end of the day, they're really not going to consider that.
Yeah.
Now, between YouTube and Facebook, that I'm not too familiar with. I don't know. When you say you're not allowed to, is that because that's not in YouTube's TOS? They don't care.
Facebook specifically says in their terms of service, you cannot multi-stream to different platforms and their platform as well.
Owen does it all the time.
I'm pretty sure YouTube says the same thing somewhere.
There's a website that I've looked into, and it's called Restream.
Restream.io.
Now, in order for you to stream to Facebook using their service, you have to pay.
Correct.
Facebook.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's how you would get around it, because you're actually buying the idea to do it. Yeah, the right to do it.
Right. Right.
But okay, so you're saying that
Mod
you're paying Facebook. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you're gonna use Restream, you're basically paying Restream to Facebook, so you're using their service, which is a premium service. To other platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and everything else, I could launch my gaming now, and I could go up onto 7 different platforms that won't be on Facebook. But if I want to go to Facebook, I have to either go through Facebook solely, or I have to pay for that privilege to go to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Okay. So if I go ahead, Christian. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Matt. Did I misunderstand something? That then I thought that YouTube doesn't want you to restream to others if you're monetizing YouTube. Or
that is not in YouTube's TOS. No. YouTube they have shits not to give about restream, multi-stream. They don't care. Put that content out wherever you want to.
Yep.
Currently.
Okay.
Currently. Now, if their streaming platform continues to expand as it is, that may change in the future. But right now, there is nothing prohibiting you.
But can I say this, Matt? Matt, let me just say something real quick. If you are on a stream on somebody else's YouTube channel, right? Mm-hmm. If you restream it to your channel and you're using it as your own content, that is not, you cannot do that according to
that. You cannot do. That
'cause
that
that's
is your
Duplicate
that is
content.
Duplicate content.
correct. That is
What was that,
duplicate
Christine?
content.
Duplicate content.
But it has nothing whatsoever to do with streaming to multiple different platforms.
Right. But
Okay.
I was trying to clarify because some people have done that, so I want to explain that you can't put the
And
same
also-
stream on YouTube.
Well, we
If
mentioned
you-
it to
yeah,
Christian the other week, didn't we? Yeah, we mentioned it.
I was doing that with another channel called Deep Astronomy, where he has, we both co-host a show called Telescope Talk, and that's when we talk with astronomers from different observatories. And Tony said, "Hey, I got this thing called Restream. I can stream it to your channel. That might help you get some more watch time and subs."
Right.
Cool. So he was really just doing it as a favor to me. And then I was talking to Neil and Chris last week, and they said, "Yeah, that's not going to be cool. If YouTube sees that, they might."
It's duplicate content.
So here's how I would suggest you getting around that. And I've done this in the past. And it accomplishes the same thing. He can be streaming and you can be streaming as long as you are utilizing different cameras and overlays, and it's basically two separate machines sending a signal. Okay. It's the same show you're talking about, but it's an entirely different format that you're doing. And I've done this multiple times in the past.
Oh, I see.
It is allowed.
I'm kind of wondering too, because right now it's not on your channel at all, right? So it wouldn't hurt you any to stream it live and then just not upload it as a video. Just delete it as soon as you are done with it and use it as this is where you can see it now. Once it's here, once it's done, it's done. Because then YouTube's algorithm won't say, "Oh, look, it's here and here at the same time." Where you can stream to both places at the same time. You just can't have the same video.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So a way around it that streamers do it through Twitch is they'll do a stream on Twitch. They'll download their video, chop it up, put it onto YouTube, 10-minute montage, done.
Yeah.
That's how Ninja does it.
That's how all streamers do it if they're using multi-platform.
Okay.
Yeah, just chop it up and make it your own and add your own branding and framing around it.
You can, modern day family. Why would you want to do that? Or what would be the advantage of doing
it? And if you do that, you have to delete it off the original channel.
Yeah, because then it gets seen as duplicate content again.
Especially if it's within, if it's just another one of your channels, YouTube catches that one really quickly. Because I accidentally did that with my second channel when I was moving my boat stuff over to the second channel. I uploaded it, and it's like you already have this video uploaded someplace else.
Yeah.
So for me to do that, I had to go and make so it's not viewable to everybody else on my main channel.
So that's how the content ID works.
Right.
So what's the next subject then?
Well, we already covered AdSense. Do you want to add anything to AdSense, Matt? Would you want to add any conversation to that?
No.
Okay.
Have fun with it.
No, I mean I had an issue with AdSense.
Play with it. What was your issue?
I made when I created my channel, my Google account name was Your Real Estate, and then the last name being Whisperer. So when I became monetized, the W-9 that I was filling out was my actual name, which is Christina Smallhorn, which didn't match up with the created account.
Right.
And I was like, so I had like $600 sitting there that I could not collect.
Correct.
And so they were like, well, we're going to do a manual review. And then they were like, we can't manually review it. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? Because like, who do you call? You don't call anybody on the phone. Well, I just saw it. It took them a week, but they put the money in there. I was like, yes,
oh, good. Okay.
Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
So actually, that's the problem I'm going to have.
Because yours is like Launchpad and then astronomy.
Right, exactly. Because because before that was just Christian Ready. The channel was called Christian Ready, and then when I changed it, I thought, oh, what can I do? Okay, I guess I can create a brand account, and then I can migrate all my content over to the brand account. Problem: if you do that, you lose all your comments. In other words, like the other folks' comments will go. I think it was something like the other folks' comments will go over, but all of your replies will not. And I was like, what? No,
Yeah,
that's.
And I think that has to do with the G Plus because it's connected to you. Because there was a time when a lot of these bigger companies or bigger YouTube channels were selling their channels. So basically what that did is made it so that once you sold the channel, all your comments, because you're no longer the owner of the channel, were no longer valid.
And once they get rid of Google Plus, which they are doing,
hopefully
they'll probably
that'll
fix
be
all that.
Hopefully, but I think it'll probably be years before they get sorted.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah,
because they forced people to create an account. They
Yeah.
forced them to, and then I already had a Google account that's had Christina Smallhorn, which had my more boring listing videos and blog posts and stuff like that. So I wanted this to be separate, so I couldn't have two Christina Smallhorn accounts. So that's why I did it like that. I didn't. I honestly thought, well, this is just going to be money that sits there forever until, whatever. I could just sit there and watch it grow, and I'll be like a savings account.
Well, Nick's a bit.
No, I don't have to worry about it.
Well, and Dose Dad, you're saying that Google Plus is dead now. But it's still there.
Not completely
Still
dead.
there. And bloggers still use it. They're going to use it to.
It may as well be dead though.
It's very deeply integrated into YouTube, and that's the worst part. So when we all get shipped over to the brand new YouTube open beta for like our dashboards and stuff, that's when they're able to do a lot more work into getting rid of Google Plus, because Google Plus is in your dashboard now. Even if you click on like your monetization button or anything else, that's where Google Plus resides. As soon as we all get pushed over to the new YouTube beta, that's when Google Plus will start disappearing for good.
I really hope so.
Solely in YouTube.
I know we talked about you. I know we talked about YouTube beta last time, but like there are some features that are in the original Creator Studio that are not in beta. For instance,
they're not ready
yet.
They will be though.
I couldn't I was trying to find out who my moderators were to send them out a Christmas card, and I couldn't get to it unless I switched back to Classic. I could not find that information.
There's loads of stuff that's not in it yet, but it is all being shipped over. I mean, the screenshot I posted up last week, they've basically already changed some of the screens that are inside the beta now.
Yeah, they did.
So they are getting there. It's just taking time because they're having to restructure.
It's actually really good the way they're doing it too. Because I mean, if they had have not told us anything and they just switched it, everyone would be like, "What the hell is all this going on?"
Yeah,
right.
And they're giving people time to adjust.
I think before this time next year, the old studio will be gone and it'll be 100% beta studio. It'll be 100% studio. So
he said about 18 months to get that rolled in totally, didn't he?
Easily.
Yeah.
It's a huge project. I mean, there's a lot of functionality going on. Oh yeah, I do see Nez up there. It looks like he has a stream.
I've got him on our stream as well in the sidebar. So I'm just wondering if it's duplicate content.
Technically,
someone,
so you can't hear him. Yeah,
someone report him.
Report it. Inez, stop what you're doing. Get over here and create chaos.
All right, dudes, I'm going to jump out of here and go eat some dinner. But you guys enjoy the rest of your show, okay?
You're eating dinner at 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, I was busy.
I'm just at my dinner. It's 3 a.m.
Your high horse, Rue.
Hungry.
Peace and long life.
Have a good night, Matt.
Thank you, Matt, for stopping
prosper.
by.
Later, guys.
He's like the grown-up that keeps us in order.
He's the voice of reason in the chaos.
Yeah,
I'll probably head out in half an hour.
The dad has left now, so now we can go amok.
Run amok.
I'm always seeing Doug doing this. He's getting ready to say something into the mic.
He keeps leaning.
I'm looking. I've got a screen. I've got my iPad. I've got my phone. I just keep looking at stuff. I'm looking at tweets. I'm looking at Nez. I'm looking at everything.
Someone's joined.
Justin's back.
Every time somebody leaves or comes in, he has to leave and come back.
Is that an OCD thing?
No.
I think he said there was some
computer loses audio.
It's something to do with the bell. Once I can't disable the bell because we're live, but once we go live, I can disable the bell off. But it's kind of handy because people jump in and out sometimes. It's not so bad on this screen we've got now.
Can you control the volume of it?
The volume of the bell.
Yeah. Because if you can do that, maybe if you halved it, it may fix it.
You control it on your end.
And it's not just this program. It's every program. Every time there's a loud ding, my computer says, "Oh well, it's too loud, so therefore we need to adjust the volume to auto volume it," and it goes.
Sounds like it's setting in your actual computer.
Really? Yeah.
Sounds like it's saying on your computer. You can fix that probably.
Yeah, I don't know how, though. I've looked and I've tried to figure it out. And there's no way to test it. There's no way to test it.
Oh, wait, you're on Linux, aren't you?
Yep.
There's your problem right there.
I was just about to say that.
No, it's because I'm on Debian that Debian that I don't know.
Hey,
whatever the hell a Debian is.
What?
Hey Neil, I want you to know that like I have this work chat that's through my company and said, "What an imagination you have, Christina. Did you hire a voiceover actor from Fiverr?"
Nice.
He's not worth that much.
You could say no. I hired him from Upwork. You know?
I said he has a gig on Fiverr, but he's a friend of mine. I got lucky.
And if anybody is looking for a voice actor, it's Voice Lab on Fiverr.
Yeah, Voice Lab on Fiverr. I made him do a gig.
Do you know?
Really?
Yeah. Well, dude? Honest to God, I was looking into this before, right? And I didn't realize how much money there is to be made because, as well as doing the voiceover, right? You then have to supply them through Fiverr with two different types of licenses. There's a broadcasting license and there's a commercial license. Right. A broadcasting license costs $230. They have to pay you $230 to allow you to let allow them to let them use your voice on broadcasting TV or radio for 12 months. So it's
I've been looking into doing this as well for like just voice acting work and bits and pieces. And
is that for the fucking deaf?
No, just like doing random stuff because I was looking into all of this sort of stuff before I even did YouTube. And
he was quietly insulting you there.
You just digging us that mic. Come on,
he was digging on you, man.
I'm sort of used to it.
Yeah, he just totally just. Hybrid is like whatever.
Right on going, like
I'm just. It's because I just keep going.
Forget it. You don't count, Neil. Forget it. I did not hear that. La la la.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't let your insults impact me.
See now, if that was Matt, if that was RPM Nexus, he'd have been going,
huh? Oh no, it's this one, isn't it? It's the.
Because he would still be listening to it on YouTube, and he'd just now hear it.
Oh, that was so funny. Why, Matt? Why are you taking so? So let me just tell Doug because Doug wasn't here last week. So RPM Nexus was in the chat last week. We were asking questions, and then the question would get related to RPM. So we'd all sit there, and RPM would be going, and then answer 30 seconds later. So this kept happening for like 2 hours, and we were like, I think it was Mike. Mike went, Matt, why are you so delayed on answering them? And then he realised that he had the volume on YouTube turned up and his Zoom volume turned down. So he's listening to the stream on YouTube, but we're 30 seconds ahead. It's just
it was brilliant.
Yeah, he's listening to the past.
It was like, oh my God, are you seriously? And because I said to him, I said, do you remember Roberto Blake saying at VidCon that there's certain people that shouldn't do YouTube? And it just went right over his head, didn't it? These lot was just like,
oh my God, don't say that, Neil, you know?
I think even someone in the chat was like, I think it was you, Dewey, was like, oh my God, if you just said that.
I think RPM's in our chat.
He's not well, and because he never streamed yesterday, did he?
Yeah, he was ill. He was ill.
He's been sick.
I know, but RPM
Yeah, I
was
hope he feels
participating
better.
in tonight's chat on YouTube. So
Yeah.
RPM, we're making fun of you. Or Neil's making fun of you, I should say.
The best thing to
He
do,
always
RPM.
messes
Give him
with
30
him.
seconds to
He
get back to you.
constantly messes with him.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, but Neil messes with everyone.
Yeah, I'm just.
I know.
I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm just a prick. But it's just.
I don't mean
At
it in a
least you're
mean way,
honest
it's a
about
prick.
it.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not even going to look at the chat because what I'll do is I'll look at next week's chat and he'll probably reply to it.
Or reply to the stream.
Oh,
RPM is the audio version of my drawing videos.
It's delayed.
It's just delayed.
Well, Doug's had enough. He's
Doug's
walked away.
gone.
Yeah, Doug's like, I'm getting a tea. I'm done with this.
Doug walks out of his own live streams. To be fair,
That's how I'm out.
yeah, I'm gone. So
I'm
yes,
done.
Hey, you guys, I'm out of here.
so when I was looking on Fiverr at these the voiceover gigs, I was shocked, like ridiculous. It was like for 150 words, you can be getting paid like $200 or $300, and then it was just riculous. So
I'll give you my AdSense for this video that came out. Okay, Neil. I'll go ahead and ship you the $3 that I probably will make on it.
To be fair, I probably.
By the way, has everybody seen Christine's video? It is absolutely brilliant. It is inspired. It is hilarious.
Thank you.
It is a joy to watch. And
thank you.
And
really
Neil
cool.
just fills it in with just this remarkable voiceover
It's like
work.
moisturizer.
It's like moisturizer.
Honestly, everybody, this whole rewind stuff, forget about it. Go and watch Rue's Christmas video. It's good. It's very good.
It's good.
I thought you.
I just want to know why you give it a thumbs down.
To me.
It's probably one of my most favorite videos I've put together.
No,
Like,
really, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I really liked it.
It's funny because I said that this is what was the words that I used on your on Facebook?
You said that this is what they call a hero video, which I never had been.
By the way, I really liked your little Italian lady video.
Oh, the one.
Which one it was, where it just shows your husband's back of his head the whole time.
Yeah, that shock.
Yeah, I love that. I literally
love that one too. That was great.
So after last live stream, when I got off of, or when because I was having issues and stuff, after I left, I went and started watching your videos. I spent probably about an hour and a half watching different videos of yours.
Well,
just
thank you.
laughing my ass off the entire freaking time.
Is that
Thank you are doing things right.
Look at me,
Thank you
Beanie.
very
I'm not even repeat what you just said. That's terrible. Eddie's
But
just.
thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Eddie's just said in the chat there. Ask him how many takes it took.
Oh,
I am
poor Neil.
never going to live down custom cabinetry.
I
couldn't
love that.
say
That was
custom
awesome.
cabinetry. He's like, I've
Custom
never used those
cabinetry.
words. How is that even? That isn't even real words put together. At one point, he goes,
Custom.
"This doesn't even read right. Who says custom cabinetry?" I'm like, Americans do.
American.
In the
Custom
years
cupboards.
in the years I have been on this earth, I have never used the word cabinetry.
we are two people separated by the same language. That's what it comes down to. It's the American dialect versus the British dialect. I mean, it's like
Right.
Yeah, and the British
we're
is
all
correct.
hard sometimes.
Yeah.
My dad was a
when you
cabinet
hear,
maker.
when you hear people like I've heard people on your side of the pond going, "Oh, I was absolutely full of it," and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh man, so you're basically saying you're full of crap, you're full of shit." That's what I think of when we hear. We don't. No one in the U.S. says I'm full of it. We always say you're full of it. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
Just spend
Well,
5
the
or
one-
10 minutes on Hybrid's live streams, and you'll be like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
The one that throws me off is taking the piss. I'm
Taking the
like,
piss.
what
That's
is
what he said
that?
a lot.
I've
love
heard that and I've
I
read
love
that. I'm like, what does that
Have you
mean?
heard of taking the Mickey? Because taking the Mickey and taking the piss are the same thing.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
taking the piss. It's taking the piss is just. It's basically just. It's
taking the piss.
Yeah,
You're taking the mick out of
piss.
somebody, you're
Yeah,
making
but
fun of
you're making fun of somebody. But I said something to you the other day, and you were like, "What?" And I was like, "How how am I going to explain this?" I just didn't.
Just like last week when you said about what was it? Stroking my dog.
Yeah, I was like, you're sitting there stroking your dog, and Charlie was like, "I'm fucking not." I was like, "Okay." I'm patting the dog. I'm not stroking it.
Versus
something
sexual.
Just thinking, just listening to the way Neil talks, like people like going about swearing, but how can you get offended by fucking? Just the way he says things.
Fucking. It's just it does make me laugh on just some of the because we'll text we'll have a chat sometimes, and I know that Beanie gets onto every word I use. It's kind of the Australians use a lot of them, like we say it's boss or stop taking the piss, and I know Christine's like, what the fuck are you two talking
all
about?
the time I'm like, will you two boys explain to me what the hell you're talking about, because I am completely lost. I just the boys, they know what they're talking about. I feel like I'm out of the loop.
That's just a Australian and English thing, that though. It's just because
it's because we're the superior countries.
Oh god, here we go. I am so glad Justin's dived out.
What are you getting us into, Beanie?
We
But let's have a conversation about guns.
England, the greatest country on earth. Wait, no, that's Australia. No, Australia is the reject version of England.
Yeah, basically, for all the people we didn't want, we put them on an island elsewhere.
Yeah, it's we'll get we'll be getting shouted at in chat. Who was it? There was someone was actually shouting at us in chat last week, weren't they? Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, Christina. That was religion.
Was it religion?
That was Christina.
Yeah. Stop. Change the subject. Change the subject. So.
No, is that why she left?
It wouldn't be the first time, but I didn't upset her this time, did I? I'm all right.
No, I think she's actually getting a tea or something.
Yeah, she'll be coming back with a mug of tea.
Yeah, I always find it funny because I get quite a lot of Americans come join in my chats occasionally on streams, and half the slang I have to explain what I'm saying because it's a completely different language when it comes to taking the piss in like English to American.
So taking the piss means to do what? Like to have it.
You're basically having fun at somebody else's expense.
Yeah,
it's basically what I do to RPM Nexus.
Yeah,
it's like so imagine piss
teasing, hitting,
taking the humor out of somebody. You're taking the piss out of someone.
Yeah, gotcha.
But then you can also say to someone, "Stop pissing about."
Yeah, stop pissing about.
and then you can always be like, "Piss off."
Okay, so stop pissing about is basically stop having a laugh and get down to being serious. And then piss off is just seriously just fuck off. I don't want you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
It does. And then there's a piss head.
And there's a piss ant.
And then there's a piss ant.
We use piss ant.
Well, a piss head. A piss head is an alcoholic.
No, it's a piss head.
It's just like
a head.
Well, I've heard you know the Chumbawamba song. I get
knocked out.
I get knocked down.
Right. And so the one verse is pissing the night away.
Yeah, that's just getting drunk.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah. Like it took me a while to figure out. Oh, okay, they're talking about drinking, and I mean, I didn't think they were talking about urinating all night long. I was like, nah.
It's literally just the stupid English language.
Right.
And I'll notice that sometimes I'll be talking to like random Americans, and I'll just be talking normally, and they're like, "What the hell? What does that mean? What?" And I'm like, "What? You've never heard of this?" And they're like, "No."
But see, though, if you stop and think about it, most things you can totally get what they're asking.
Right.
Well, now crypto over there sucking on a fag. That's completely something that you wouldn't say anywhere out here.
And Doug's just like,
it depends what type of sexuality you are. To be honest, I have got plenty of friends who suck on fags regular.
I've got friends who do it as well.
Yeah. I'm coming to that age of life that I wouldn't rule it out if things went wrong. It's all just skin.
I think the one thing the one thing that I get when the whole the English language thing is when like an English person says "What's up."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It took Charlie a few times to get us to that.
We say that as a way of saying hello to people. And then I did it to Ed in Discord. I said, "What's up?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm not feeling too good today." And it's like, "Oh no, I actually just said like hello, really."
Well, I used to ask Charlie.
I think in text versus saying it to a person, like in like voice, is two completely different things.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, I think with the whole "What's up," it depends if you've seen Scary Movie or not.
What's up?
That actually came from a commercial first. I don't know if you knew that. That was actually
Budweiser, wasn't it?
Yep.
Do you by any chance remember Drew Carey did a version of that also?
Oh, okay.
He's so relevant. What happened to Jim Carrey? He was so funny, and then
he lost a lot of weight and became a talk show host.
Well, and now he's so controversial. Like he just says like the most random stuff all the time. I'm like, what? Why do I care?
Drew Carey.
I'm thinking of Jim Carrey.
Didn't Jim Carrey lose the plot for a bit?
Yeah, he decided to become an artist and decided to start thinking that everybody should care what he has to say. And turns out that doesn't go over so well for really famous actors.
No, I don't. So
basically had a midlife crisis.
He went a bit Charlie Sheen, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically had a midlife crisis, and now he's back into
without the sex and drugs. Well, maybe the drugs, but without the sex. Or maybe the sex, but who knows?
But he did get Jenny McCarthy, so.
Without the tiger blood.
It depends if he was smoking a fag or not, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
So what's the next subject then, Christina? You seem to be coming up with the good subjects. You brought
Well,
to the table before.
I brought the only two subjects, and we discussed them. One of them was AdSense, and the other one was YouTube Rewind. What did you have, Mr. Neil Crypto Cruising?
Mr. Host.
I actually, I'm just sitting here smoking my fag. Justin, you asked something in the Discord before. Was it what you said earlier about your videos?
Okay, so there are. First off, I want to know what is your guys' YouTube New Year resolution?
We're trying so hard.
To try to stop swearing so much.
Oh, fuck that.
Mine is to really stop. Like
I just love the way when Beanie swears. Doug's like, oh god.
And Rue, is that because you spend too much time on videos and too many takes, or?
When I put a video together, I edit it, and then I edit it, and then I edit it, and then I research the title for I don't know, a good freaking hour, and then I would spend like numerous amounts of time tweaking the right amount of tags for the SEO and the paragraph, and you know what good that did me? Nothing. No, not a god blessed thing, because my top video has a pretty good title. Has shitty SEO, terrible damn tags, and I almost has 100,000 views. So I learned
the pissing video.
Yeah. So just chill the hell out and make your videos and stop obsessing about that shit.
I think the title definitely makes all the difference, because I've got some really stupid videos. I mean, like, Grant, I've always done reviews, so it all has to do with, what people are searching and stuff, what they want to know about. But it seems like, I've got like, I have a, I did a spam versus lunch meat video.
Right, yeah.
I have no idea how the hell that has gotten to the point that it has.
Isn't spam and lunch meat the same thing?
It's one of my top videos.
Oh.
And it's like, I have no idea how that even happened, and it shouldn't have happened. And most of my videos that I have, like, a lot of times I would just pick something in like an hour before I was supposed to start recording. And all those videos have like way more videos than any of my grooming ones that I, actually spend time on doing and all that kind of stuff.
Are they older videos?
Yeah. But even then, but like my watch one, it maybe had 300 views, and then I guess it got put on the site or somebody shared it or something, and
Well, you
all
can
of a sudden
find that out in your own.
it just flew. And
You can probably
advertisers
find that out in your analytics.
advertisers love that video. It is it's been my number one or two income for videos for like the past 8 months.
Oh, we are. Eric's just put in the chat one day, family man. He's never heard of spam, and I always thought spam. I always thought spam, lunch and meat, and what was the one you said then, Justin?
I said spam and lunch and meat.
Spam. I thought spam and lunch and meat were exactly the same thing.
They're not.
It's brand name. It's pretty much the same, but it's brand difference.
Yeah.
Okay, lunch meat is like lunch meat is like they cut it off in slices. It's packed in a plant.
Spam is a collection of all
lunch
meat.
But lunch meat, if you also look in the meat aisle, like the canned meat aisle, you will find at any Walmart there's
yeah, gotcha.
That's called lunch meat.
Gotcha.
And that's what it's called in Canada. That's what it's called everywhere else.
Okay, I gotcha.
So in the US, do you get bacon fry?
Hawaii, everything.
Get what?
Bacon fry.
Bacon fry now.
Bacon fry. Mike might know. It's basically it's in the same size tin. It's the same tin as spam or luncheon meat or what you call it, but it's called bacon fry, and it's like spam's or luncheon meat's version of bacon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We don't have that in.
Spam makes a bacon one, bacon tasting one. But anyways, back to the original thing, and it's really weird. And so the last few videos that I've done, along with changing my layout for my thumbnail, because before I just took a whole bunch of pictures and I was just using the same basic headshot, just maybe a little bit different in each video. And since I've started doing holding the product or pulling on my mustache or something, I've gotten probably about 30 more views in the first 2 days on those than the old ones did.
YouTube face.
Yep.
It's all about the YouTube face, and it is crazy. And that's why I started doing it, because I was like, maybe there is something to this.
Yeah.
And absolutely. You can't see you can't really tell what I'm holding, but I put up everything that I review right beside me, blowing up big, right? So it really didn't matter. But just me doing something a little bit different, freaking huge difference.
Okay, so I have to so now that you're talking about that, so I have a lot of videos where I have the YouTube face where the gurus will say, oh, that's the perfect face, because I'm going like this. Yeah. The AI reads it as racy.
Ooh, that's because it's a woman doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. Every single time I'm going like this.
Well, what site is it? What site is it that you go to find out?
It's the Google AI Cloud.
Oh,
Did you do the virtual ticket with Vid Summit? Did you get that?
I didn't.
Okay, so that's
I don't know what the link is.
Yeah, it's
if you go onto Daryl Eaves's YouTube channel, he does an 8-minute presentation of it, and he actually mentions it in that for free. You don't have to pay.
It's not bad to muck around with, but
check that out.
It also costs you $300 a month to use.
But you can do it. Yeah, but I use it with every single thumbnail. I just upload one thumbnail and it gives me all the information. So I don't need it for.
I just kind of want to see what it thought, because for a long time I had one video that was coming up as not appropriate for all advertisers, and the whole thing with YouTube saying that, oh no, we don't push that video down the list, bull crap. Since I changed the title on that, it got remonetized because the AI finally looked at it again when I changed the title. Which, if you have a video that for some reason you argued with it and it still says that it's not appropriate for all viewers, just change something in the title and it'll force the AI to relook at it. So, and then I changed it back. I've changed it back since, and the AI still says that it's fine. So I'm kind of wondering what it's saying, because it was a mustache trimming, and it's kind of me sitting there with a weird face looking at a scissor. So I don't know if they thought that might be something around cutting or something.
Yeah.
So
You're probably looking at the scissors, and I thought scissors, emos, self harm, controversial.
Yeah. So I'm kind of wondering what it's pulling that up as.
Well, the titles too that have like, because I have a friend that has a tool channel, and he kept doing these videos of tool test war or tool wars. That's what he kept on having it every week, and he watched his view counts go like from thousands of views to just a few hundred. He's like, what is going on? And I was watching that
The word war.
And so then he changed it to battle, and then that was still a problem. I was like, you can't even do battle. So now he calls it tool test raw. That's what he calls it. Tool test raw.
If you've got TubeBuddy, and when you go to label stuff, if you're noticing war, battle, or anything, and as a gamer, this comes up a lot for me. My downside is I can't call it anything else because it's the game.
Yeah.
I had you can put it in for manual review because I had my T-Rex versus Indominus Rex, and it was called an epic dinosaur battle that got demonetized, and I'm just like, I'll just put it in for manual review because it was fine. And then they just went, oh yeah.
Well, TubeBuddy, does have that capability, but I did a video about a black hole, and TubeBuddy warned me. God, don't do that. And I'm like,
I have a friend who did a video about the big black hole, and there's an actual place in the United States where it's a gaping hole, and the screenshot is like of this big hole, and his channel not only got demonetized, he's not allowed to ever be monetized ever again because it's the biggest black hole. That's it.
Jeez.
Same exact thing.
So I'm thinking,
same exact thing.
I went ahead and just published my video
Neil's
anyway.
having them all over there.
It didn't seem to.
Somebody
it's like
mute him. Somebody mute him.
it is so ridiculous because
I think we can tell who the most.
I think we broke Mike and Neil.
The most irresponsible people in the group are right now. We can definitely
black
tell.
hole have an even more horrible meaning over there in the UK.
Have you
I don't know.
Goatsy before?
I mean, we all know what the dirty meaning of black hole is, but
I don't.
No, that's
I don't
what's
know where the
ticking
hell
through.
I've been.
Wouldn't that be
It's
I swear to
related.
God, I don't know.
anus.
Oh,
That's my assumption. That's what I'm thinking. That
I thought it was the hoo-hoo hole.
It's
Like
the arsehole.
butthole.
yeah.
Yeah, that is
Right. No, I mean, it could be that, or it could be anus, whatever. But the thing is, it's like, at least I'm assuming that's what YouTube's were about. And I'm like, but I'm an astronomy channel, I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Call it Einstein-Rosen bridge? Call it singularity, warp space-time? I mean, those are just not terms people are going to search on, And
call it the dark circular device.
I'd like to think that YouTube's AI is smart enough to know that this is okay. That you can call this,
but it's not that smart. You're giving it too much credit.
Well, I mean, I went ahead and
when it looks.
It's only as smart as the programmer, right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
no, but what I'm saying is, I went ahead and created my black hole video, and it didn't, despite TubeBuddy's warnings, it didn't seem to. I didn't get shut down over it,
Yeah, TubeBuddy probably just. I'm guessing that they probably overly.
Yeah, which I'd rather. Yeah,
because
They'd rather be overly sensitive than.
Absolutely, I don't fault TubeBuddy at all, but I can see now, like, okay, really, people have done that with black hole. They've tried to turn that into a dirty word, and it's like, come on, guys,
Oh, it isn't like it's brown eye.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, that's why we can't have nice things. Yeah.
One of my gaming ones was called Siggy, a fart for Melasuna. The word fart was labeled.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, farts are just funny. Come on.
That's part of the game, but because of that one word, it was coming up at the TubeBuddy. Like this word might get you demonetized.
Some videos are being demonetized for that.
Yeah.
So, Doug, what is your New Year's resolution for your channel?
That's a good question. I'm still looking forward to like the rest of this year. because I'm trying to get to that 1K by the end of the year's Beanie
Nice.
Nose.
Yes.
That's the plan. So we've got 80 to go in a few weeks. So we'll see how we go.
You'll get there.
But beyond that, I think if I had to think about it, I'd probably want to try and be more consistent with my content.
Is it just an Australian thing then that you guys just can't keep your schedule?
Boom.
Who's with you, Aussies?
It's the internet down there. You know, they're like 3 years behind.
It's because of our Arcadian internet.
Doug's internet's better than yours.
Yeah, it's because he's got the NBN.
I have NBN, so I have cable, so I think I can go like up to about 20 up, so that's not too bad for streaming. Way more than Beanie has.
Yeah,
that's more than I
and
have.
we probably paid the same price too. How much do you pay per month?
Yeah, I'm probably overpaying. I could have got a better deal if I changed companies, but I'm on a contract, so I got to see it out. I'm about $99 a month.
I pay $60 for 12 megabytes per second download and 1 megabyte per second upload.
What's your guys' conversion rate to dollars to USD?
It's
pretty bad at the moment.
Yeah, it's like it's nearly 1.4 at the moment.
I think it's 1.7 because yesterday I was donating on Jacksepticeye's stream. I donated $5 Australian and it converted up to like $7 something.
And crypto, what is yours?
What's to the US dollar?
No, I mean, what is your New Year's YouTube resolution? Pulling us back
to be honest with you, mate, I've never ever made a New Year's resolution because I know.
Well, what's your goal? What do you want to accomplish next year? Let's put it that way.
But basically, just to carry on breathing.
That's a good achievement.
Only because you know, obviously I'm a DJ. You know, DJs were a strange breed, and you see so many people. Absolutely, everyone makes New Year's resolutions. Everyone does, and then come the end of January. I mean, on my Facebook now, people are making New Year's resolutions right now for New Year, and it's like, you know, it's just it's just not going to happen. So for years now, a good 10 years, I've just gone like, I'm not going to bother. But if I was to make one about the channel, it would be to upload more consistently. It would be to do I mean, I want to do 5 streams a week, and I want to upload at least one coin video. You know, some weeks I'll do 1 live stream. You know, for the past 3 weeks, I started off on 3 live streams, then I went to 2, then I done 1, then I put a video up. And there's just no consistency. But I'm also where my mindset, where YouTube is, I think the elusive algorithm is a load of bullshit. And I am totally convinced that this mysterious, mythical algorithm everybody talks about is just a phenomenon made up by some arsehole sitting in an office. Because, and this is my whole point on it, it's like Christine, we were talking today, and she was like, no, I'm waiting until Tuesday to put my video out. So I'm like, okay. So do you say consistency is the key to success in YouTube?
Yep.
What's it called? What did you say then? Consistency, right? Consistency is the key to success in YouTube. But when you're consistent, that kind of determines to the algorithm what you're going to do. So the algorithm then follows your consistency. It tells your fans, your subscribers, it knows, and people know, we all know Nimmin Live happens on a Saturday.
Yeah.
YouTube will all know Nimmin Live's happened on a Saturday. But if Nimmin Live went live on a Friday, the whole of Nick's 250,000, the 600,000, 300,000 subs would be like, fucking Nimmin Live on a Friday. Really?
Video creators talked about that in a live stream today. And somebody asked, how do you know when the best time is to upload? And he's basically like, you make your best time to upload.
See,
Because
to me, there
as soon as
is
you start
no.
realizing that once people get set, oh, he's going to upload, then it works, right? Because then people are expecting that upload over and over and over again.
But does it work though? That's my whole point. I think
I
that
think it does.
I don't.
Well, you could just be like me and upload every other month and still get numbers.
See, I think if it was to work, right, we've all got subscribers, right? We've all got a good amount of subscribers, whether it's 400, 500, 20,000, right? So let's just pick Beanie's channel, right? He's got 20,000 subscribers. Does he get 20,000 watch on every video? No, he doesn't.
No. But Beanie's channel is also a little bit different because you're not uploading regularly.
Exactly.
Where if my viewers, if I started uploading, on Tuesday one week, Wednesday the next, Thursday after that, Sunday after that, I would not get as many views as I do.
But does
my Friday afternoon upload?
Honestly, though,
that tells me that you think that the people who subscribe to you are waiting on a Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock for your videos to come out. They're not.
No, but they know when to look for it. They know when to look to see it.
But Justin, can I tell you something? So he kind of talked me into he's like, if you want to do it now, just do it now. See what happens, right? My Tuesday video from last week, which is a pretty decent video, only has 108 views. My video I put out today, which I was waiting to do till tomorrow, already has 95 views because I did it on a different day and people weren't expecting it.
It makes people go, because we all get the notifications and people go, what, a fucking a Launchpad astronomy video on a Wednesday? That doesn't happen, but this must be important. Let's have a look. Or it makes people think, and it screws the algorithm because it goes against everything that all the YouTube experts say. And people say to them about branding and channel look and thumbnail design, and that is great. But where does the YouTube algorithm is concerned, I don't think it exists.
I still upload. I try to upload once a week, but honestly, I upload when the damn video is done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've taken 2 weeks off here. I've taken 2 weeks off there. I've not uploaded for a week. Has it harmed me? No.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm sabotaging myself. Maybe I could be doing a lot better. I don't know, but honestly, I agree.
Really, with your 600 subscribers in 2 weeks, you could do a lot for you better.
You could have at least got 800.
How come I get all this shade? I
also remember
because we're jealous.
Jealousy.
Got 20,000 subs. Oh, but let's get on Christian's ass because
Also remember
to be fair, Christian.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to pop in. Sorry, Beanie. To be fair, she sent you the mug. The only reason you got the mug was so we could actually hire a contract killer in case your subs keep going up. That's how serious Christine was about it. She was looking to start ringing
wanted
people.
An address.
I see.
But on a more serious note, what niche is Christian's channel, and what was one of the big things that happened last week? What was happening all over the internet?
Mars.
Brexit.
Exactly.
Space and Mars.
That's exactly the reason why he got so many subscribers. And that's exactly why I got so many subscribers during Jurassic World.
Beanie, I didn't do a video on it. That's the thing.
It doesn't matter.
That's the thing. But he never done a video, so does it?
You've got a whole channel on space. That's all that matters.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
but that sounds to say if they discovered a new Rembrandt, or if a famous artist died, or would you naturally get more subscribers? I don't think you would.
I didn't do when the new Jurassic World movie came out, I didn't release many videos because obviously I had some family issues going on, and I still had a huge buttload of growth, and during that time I had an influx of views coming in. So it doesn't matter, as long as you've got something based on that, say if politics change and you haven't uploaded anything, but you got a whole bunch of political videos, obviously those videos are going to get a whole bunch of stuff. So if you niche down and something happens in your niche that just happens to happen, and you've got videos sort of loosely related, you're going to get views based on it.
I agree there.
Last month I got more views on my.
See you, Charlie.
See you later, Charlie.
Good night, Charlie.
See you, dude.
Later.
video
Okay, so
just because it was No Shave November, and so some of my videos on beard growth and mustache care and stuff like that, got a little bit higher views just because of that. So it definitely does have to do with what's going on in the news and the world on what you're going to have. And Christian tends to have one of those channels that something comes out every now and then. Christian, how did you do for the solar eclipse?
Oh, you mean last year's solar eclipse?
Hang on a second. I gotta exit out and come back in.
There was an eclipse this year, wasn't there?
It wasn't a solar eclipse, was it? It was
like a lunar eclipse.
Yeah, there was something happened.
Yes, that would have been last year.
Okay, there was
when Trump was staring directly at the sun. Was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
That was so cool.
What the hell happened with the year? Seriously.
But Justin, to answer your question, I had a YouTube channel last year, but I didn't really try to grow it until this past spring. So I wasn't doing anything with it.
When did you put your first video out, Christian?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, my very first video. I'd have to go back and look, but probably around like 2009, 2010 maybe. But like I said, they were just like little videos I was just playing around with, just screwing. You know what I mean? I wasn't really trying to grow the channel. I wasn't serious about being a YouTuber or nothing like that. I didn't think I was good enough. Honestly.
Has that changed now? Because like Christine just said, your growth. I mean, you've basically had 600 subscribers in the past 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well. I mean, it is because I did decide this past spring. I said, I really need. I need to find a new source of income to support my teaching habit, and that's when I decided, okay, I'm not going to get rich off of this, and it's not going to happen overnight, but I'm going to start laying the groundwork now to start building a brand on YouTube and really start trying to grow the channel.
Do you enjoy making the videos, Christian?
I do. I really do. I mean, I do enjoy it. It's a lot of work, as you know.
Yeah.
It's an awful lot of work, but it's also very gratifying, and to be a little creative and have some fun with it.
You do an awesome job, by the way.
You
I
do,
love your videos. I like before you were at the level that you are now. Like a couple weeks ago, I was always tooting your horn. But next year, this time we're gonna be like, oh, remember when Christian Reddy only had 1,000 subscribers? Remember he used to be
He won't even be talking to us.
I know. He used to be our friend.
Yeah,
beyond me, peasants.
Yeah, and then
I remember that day.
May I remind everybody, Beanie has 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but he never uploads.
21,000 actually.
21,000. 21,000. And yet, oh, Christian, he's gonna be all like, piss off, you fucker.
If you want to see a channel that's like absolutely knackered, but through like the whole algorithm thing, if you want to see anything that's not ever really affected by the algorithm, it's gaming altogether, because that's just dominated by numbers of people watching videos. That's not algorithm at all. I for my examples is I've got videos that were bang out on time, day of release of like the game, 20-30 views. I had one video that just blew up, 40,000 views. So I have no idea what, and the gaming world for algorithm wise is so confusing. I just sort of rely on SEO more than anything else.
I don't think you should even take the algorithm. Okay, answer me this one question. YouTube changes its algorithm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I was about to make. They're always changing it. They're always tweaking it.
If YouTube changes its algorithm, how does vidIQ, Morning Fame, and TubeBuddy still exist? Because if there was a certain algorithm, they would have to reprogram their programs every single time. They ain't fucking doing that.
But it's really good skills. This is the thing, that it teaches you how to title something.
Yeah.
It teaches you to understand what it is to create a good SEO paragraph. It teaches you why those things connect. You're not putting one word random tags. They actually make sense to the description that you put in there. So even if the algorithm changes 100 times, it's still good practice to do those things.
Yeah, but that's my whole point. Maybe there is no algorithm.
No, there is. There absolutely has to be an algorithm, because otherwise it would require a human being to read every search term and put, it would never work. But what I will say about those products I mentioned, Neil, is that I don't think any of them are claiming that, oh, we know the algorithm and we
know the answer.
There to help you.
No, I mean,
no. I think they'll be the first to admit that they're making educated guesses. They're analyzing what is going in and out of YouTube, and they're making their best interpretation of it and saying, here's what we think is.
I mean, I don't use. I have used Morning Fame, and my personal opinion on Morning Fame is I didn't like Morning Fame, because if I was doing a video on Bitcoin, like what is Bitcoin, right? By the time I had gone through Morning Fame, it would have me change the title to Marjorie's Wet Knickers. And it's it's 6 eggs instead of 7, because that's a low search term. I just find that Morning Fame, you end up putting titles in and tags in and things like that they have no relevance. At least with TubeBuddy. I mean, I've never used vidIQ, but TubeBuddy,
it's the same thing, man.
TubeBuddy, it shows you all the rankings, it shows you the search thing, great, and I know I can use these things, and it gives you suggested things. But Morning Fame, it's kind of.
So here's how I am starting to kind of understand, and now I'm just like full whatever disclosure.
Marjorie's Wet Knickers, Eddie. Sorry, Eddie's just asked in the conversation. What?
Yeah, I did the trial. Unfortunately, it's just out of my budget right now, so I really can't afford to take it on the morning.
I did the same thing.
But
Brandon,
one thing I figured out that I think what I was trying to do is, all right, well, here's the thing. When I did it, when I worked with used Morning Fame, it was scaring the hell out of me. I thought to myself, oh, F or E, like all those grades it gives you. I'm like, oh, I can't do a video on binary stars. Oh, I can't do a video on exoplanets. Oh, I can't do it. And the reason for that is because I hadn't made videos on that stuff. And what Morning Fame's trying to do is saying, well, here's what your channel seems to be the authority on. Therefore, you're going to get more traffic based on your authority. And finally, I just said, yeah, right. Well, you know what? I'm going to make that damn video on exoplanets. I'm going to make that damn video on Planet 9 or whatever, even though I didn't have the authority. Now, that's not a criticism of Morning Fame. It's just understanding.
Right. And that's how I've started looking at my channel too, because I was just going solely by how TubeBuddy was telling me I should title it instead of doing it how I thought it should be titled. And so a lot of times I was like, whoa, I don't know. I didn't get like an 86 score. I'm only going to do if it's in the green. But then I was like, you know what? Now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't care. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I'm adding. Tool. Yeah, it is a tool. It is a tool. And instead of trying to overthink these things, I'm thinking like how I would want to look for them myself. If I was to want a question answered, if I want a question answered, how would I type it in? And this is how I'd ask the question. Just like when I'm trying to find articles to support my video as resources, that's how I should title the videos.
Yeah. That's why I just title all of mine with the name of the product or what the product is, and then with the name of the brand, because that's the way that people search for stuff.
Right.
They're not
you
searching.
Don't cram it full of keywords, or you don't do keyword stuffing. None of those things.
And I think in terms of algorithms, when people go, "Oh, does the algorithm exist?" Yes, it does, but who cares?
Yeah. Can I just say in the chat, RPM Nexus just asked why Doug's very quiet. It's because he's got the live stream going through his ears off YouTube and not through Zoom.
He's also lost the ability to speak. He's a mute now.
Yeah. Are you feeling any better, Matt? And by the way, Eddie, one more time. Marjorie's Wet Knickers.
Marjorie's
wet.
When it comes to
there you go. That's the moderator voice.
So everybody's answered my question except for Flash Near Pan.
Who's not?
He's stoned.
Who's that? Yeah, the one that's even quieter than Doug today. What is your
Flash is
YouTube
our
New Year's
resident stalker.
resolution goal for next year? Whatever the hell you want to call it.
Well,
what
my
do you wanna
goal,
Find more gold.
find more gold, number one. Yes, good point, Neil. To be more structured in my pre-production, and I shoot from the hip a lot and ad lib and stuff. So I want to be more structured with planning and whatnot. Ah, shit! I just lost my pool game. Damn it!
Having Tommy
Oh,
Shaw.
that's why he wasn't talking much.
My shots time. So, oh
Oh,
well.
sorry.
Good game.
My fault. My bad.
Oh, no worries. You guys are more important than this. So
Obviously not.
We should find a way to get.
It's just I just wanted to point the obvious out there.
More important.
Ed's left us. He's here in spirit, but he's still.
So when it
just
comes to
produce better content and do more. I'm thinking about adding another live show or two. One
Cool.
for like collectibles and coins and
That'd be good.
yeah,
I haven't subscribed to your channel yet there, Flash. How often are you uploading?
I think we should ban Justin.
I haven't uploaded in a long time, but I put content out every Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
He's live every Tuesday.
I have a live show every Tuesday.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I think
It's
I think
8
Justin
o'clock.
should, Christian should start doing a live stream once a week.
Oop.
thought that's what her trivia thing was.
What?
Christian?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they
Just-
do.
Just because I know Ed goes no, because I think Christian should start doing a live stream once a week.
Oh, me? Oh, I thought you were talking about Christine. I'm like, she
Hey,
does.
Oh,
because you
Chris-
just feel
I,
inspired.
I think you should too.
Yeah,
Just what's going on in the universe? There's stars up there.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a question for you. Totally off
Well,
subject.
Beetlejuice hasn't gone supernova yet. Neither
You could
is
just
Rigel.
put a video. You could just put up a video of the stars going by or something at night for a half an hour. There you go.
To tell you the truth, that was one of it. I was thinking for next year I should probably start doing some more live streaming as well. As a matter of fact, I might even live stream tomorrow because it's final exams week and tomorrow's our reading day. And I thought, well, maybe I should live stream in case any of my students want to pop on and ask me questions. But I there's plenty enough going on. I might just do a live stream. So yeah, I'm thinking that I should probably try to get in the habit of maybe live streaming at least once a month, maybe once a week.
I got the perfect time for it if you want it.
Pardon?
Yeah, if you could start live streaming like UK time between sort of 6 and 8, that would be perfect.
It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon
Right.
for them.
Yeah, in the afternoon. And the reason why is because that's between D's stream, RPM Nexus's stream, and Professor Nev. So that's just my whole Sunday would just be planned out then.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, like that's another reason. It's kind of like, well, let me see. I can't do it on Saturday because that's Nick and
Yeah.
like
Usually I watch Nick and D's, or I try to get up early enough to watch Nick and D's, and then I get Costume Co's on Sunday, and then Monday I got this one. So it's like, all right, sweet. I got.
Well, and I'm the same way. I mean, and there's another space and astronomy stream that goes on Saturday called TMRO that I like to watch. Sometimes I'll have that up the same time as Nick and D are on. So it's like I'm thinking to myself, everyone's streaming. I mean, that's part of why I'm thinking, maybe there's no point in streaming because I mean, everyone's streaming. But
I don't.
That's
stream.
why I changed mine to Thursday nights because I had a bunch of friends that were 3 weeks, Brandon. I have a group of friends that all stream on like a Friday. There was all these people streaming on a Friday.
Yeah.
So it was like I didn't want to compete with the people that had been supporting me. So I was like, well, I'll move it to Thursday night.
Yeah, and with my teaching schedule, I just got my schedule for next semester. So I'm going to be working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. I'll be teaching rather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights. So I'm not going to be streaming any of those nights. Of course, my night's this. And then, yeah, so it's kind of like, when do I do it? Well, I guess it'll be during the daytime, maybe like I don't know. I mean, that's the hard part. It's like,
Do it from your desk at work, couldn't you?
I could. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
in a
it does.
shared office with some other professors, so I don't want to make too much
Do it
noise.
from
But
your classroom. Is your classroom taking the hour or two before your
classroom
or
time,
after?
yeah,
Then
no,
you
we
need
don't.
to have extra time for people to come in and ask you questions if they didn't get asked during class.
No, yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you have the classrooms, at universities, people, okay, this class gets out, this other class comes
They're
in.
shared.
So yeah, we all share different classrooms, different times. So I mean, it all. The short answer is it all depends, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind streaming because it's kind of fun to just sort of be unscripted and just talk to people and try to get some sense of real time.
So is Pluto?
But I have to tell you, my
now
live
or no?
streams have nothing to do with my actual content. The people that show up to my channel for live streams are like they watch my content for me, not for what actually.
Yep.
Like I'm
Personality.
Like, they don't care. They're not buying a house. They're showing up to have fun. Like yeah. And then
Well, that's true for me. I jump into your live streams, just show support, and it's a good time. Your sense of humor is great.
I go there to win. Pure and simple. I go there to win.
That's on
You should jump into Doug streams then, if you want to win.
Dude, I've been in loads of Doug streams and I've come up with loads of answers. Doug can confirm that.
Not always right answers.
Not always right, but answers. But there's a Canadian guy in the chat here called Brandon. He's trying to win the cup for Canada, but he just can't beat the British.
Brandon is not Canadian.
No, he's Canadian now because he has let the whole of the USA down.
Oh.
And the good thing about it is Brandon does have a YouTube channel, but I don't think he puts any content on it. He's just got a channel. So I can actually put it out there live on the internet that Brandon is Canadian. He's let America down, and for
they banished him to Canada.
for 3 weeks, the glorious winner. That should have a 3 on there. The record holden. I don't think Christine can confirm that. I don't think anyone's won it 3 weeks on the run, have they?
No, they've only had 2 weeks in a row.
Mike, you're sitting next to me. If you wanna just give me a little high five there, brother, for doing it for the UK.
And
other way, mate. Other way.
So humble about it.
That's it. Thank you.
Just bragging. Just kind of just chill. Just.
Listen,
you hardly ever notice
Beanie's got 20,000 subscribers, and he doesn't say nothing about it. Do you, Bean?
Get going.
But let me just tell you how upset
Just to remind you, Neil, it's 21, not 20.
He got so upset one night that he was trying to get studied my content so badly that he got so worked up he actually vomited and couldn't answer for 20 minutes because he was puking because he worked himself because he wanted to win so bad.
That's actually a true story. I'd convinced myself that I'd watched the video like 30,000 times, lit easy, and I had notes everywhere. I had like 2 screens of notes, and the notes going over here, post-it notes all over the place. It was ridiculous.
Like a
And
serial
then
killer.
it looked like. Have you seen? What was the film about the guy? It was just Jim Carrey when he was going to be God.
Connecting all the notes.
No, just Jim Carrey when he was going to be God, and he had all the post-it notes all over the room. That's what this room looked like. Bruce Almighty. That's what it looked like. And then, like, literally 2 minutes before the stream, I was looking at all the notes and I was like, oh, I'm going to be sick. It wound me up that much. But then, Eddie, Brandon is not American. Me and BCG decided that he lives in Canada. He lives in a hut and he wears ladies' clothing.
In a hut.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Can we come with you?
I'm going to bed as well. It's 4 in the morning.
I will have you all on my iPad cuddled up in bed with my cat Leo.
Well, before you go, is Pluto a planet now or not? I know it's kind of like eggs; they go back and forth if they're healthy or not. I want to know: is Pluto a planet right now or no?
Tune into my
Depends
live
on who
stream.
you ask.
Tune into his live stream.
No, actually, I'll go ahead and address it. Okay, so in 2006, the International Astronomical Union held this vote that still remains pretty controversial, even among some astronomers and planetary scientists, where basically they said that Pluto is not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. So what's the difference between a planet and dwarf planet? Well,
Planet's a planet, a planet,
Still a planet in my heart.
Yeah, it's just a small planet.
right. So what they said was, okay, well, if a planet has to, a classical planet has to, number one, orbit the sun. Number two, has to be round, has to be a sphere. And number three, it has to have what they say cleared out its orbit. What that means, it's got enough mass that it just gravitationally dominates anything in its path, right? If there's another object of a similar mass, it's going to get either ejected or it's going to get smashed onto the planet, become part of the planet. So Pluto meets the first two criteria. It's round and it orbits the sun, but there are other objects in its orbit that are of comparable mass to Pluto. So Pluto gets into this dwarf planet category. To be honest, I don't really have a problem with that definition in principle, but I think in practice it's been very clumsily laid out. And then you have people like the folks who are running the New Horizons spacecraft that flew past Pluto that are saying no, Pluto's a planet.
We've got an issue.
Yeah, they argue this is a planet, and for good reason. Because when I look at Pluto, I see an atmosphere, I see glaciers, I see mountains, I see valleys. It sure looks like a planet to me. But when I zoom out, I see Pluto as just one of like many, many things in the Kuiper Belt, and I don't see it changing anything. If we took Pluto out of the solar system, none of the other planets' orbits would change. But if you took Neptune out of the solar system, a lot of things would change, So I see both sides I see both perspectives. And I personally think that a dwarf planet's a fine designation, but, that's me.
Yeah, it's still a planet.
Thank
you very much for that explanation.
Sure,
I was just looking for a yes or no, but okay.
It's a dwarf planet, and
I just don't think the fact that because it's called a dwarf planet, it can't be a planet. I mean, that's like saying that I can't have a dick because it's small.
Well, Pluto can be
anything for sure that you still have one.
Yeah,
right?
I do.
Question is, has anybody asked Pluto what it is?
I don't think Pluto gives a damn.
Pluto's just out there going like, yeah, just
right,
small and mighty.
Pluto is just a rock in space like anything else, who cares, right? It's all like people get emotionally, people go, Pluto Porpita! And it's like...
do they really, though?
I mean, there are some people who really get angry when you say, oh, it's a dwarf planet or it's not a real planet. It's like
they've got to be flat earthers.
No. Some of them are planetary scientists, But it's an interesting topic. It's one that 12 years later still gets a lot of hackles raised, and I like to say to people,
Eddie just said I met my smart limit. Thank you, Christian.
Your friendly neighborhood astronomer at your service.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
By the way,
that's pretty interesting how they classify it and stuff.
It is. I mean, nature doesn't put itself into these nice little convenient bins for our.
Science doesn't care about your feelings.
Right. I mean, it's not up to the universe to make sense to us. It's up to us to make sense of it. Right. So, I mean, I'm totally okay with revising our ideas based upon what we learned. But now when you look at this Planet 9 that we haven't found yet, but maybe out there, it would be a no shit planet because it is changing and it is affecting the orbits of other things. And that's how
why I asked, because Planet 9 would be Pluto.
Well, that's the thing. People are like, oh man, Pluto's 9 planets. My solar system has 9 planets and Pluto is the 9th. It's like, maybe not. You know, I don't know. I mean,
Before you go, Christian, what was the big news that happened to you this week? Because you've had some pretty big news this week, haven't you? You've had something pretty major in your niche. You had an email off a.
oh yeah, something really cool happened, guys. You know, this is like total. I'm a little bit of like this is a bit more of like a geek fanboy thing, but the guys who are searching for Planet Nine, they're finishing up their observing run on Mauna Kea tonight, and they were tweeting, and I was they were just talking about, hey, here's what we're doing, and I tweeted them. I said, oh yeah, you know, I really like what you guys are doing, and they said, oh yeah, we really liked your video, and I said, oh cool, well I'm probably going to make another video on Planet Nine soon, and they said, oh, hey, you know what? We've just written up this paper. It's in peer review, but it summarizes the latest version of our hypothesis and our latest models. Would you like a copy of? Would you like what's called a preprint? I said, yeah, sure, okay, cool. Now preprints are nothing new; they've been around forever. But I thought it was just such a cool gesture that they said, oh,
Absolutely.
before you make another video, please take a look at our preprint. It'll be out of peer review probably in January. But if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I'm like, how cool is that? You know,
I
like,
know.
so,
That's cool.
It's awesome.
and it's
Awesome.
a big effing paper. It's like 72 pages. I mean, it's a huge.
So some light reading before bed, right?
Yeah, no,
Do they have an audiobook? I wanted an audio form.
I don't know how you express figures and diagrams in audio form, but yeah.
I'm just
But I
being
mean,
an ass.
it's a pretty deep read, and I'm just like, this is so cool. This is like way better than anything I could hope to read, you know, after the fact. I get, you know, now I have this. I can kind of start reading it, getting smarter on it now. Figure out what that video story. There may even be enough material in there for several videos. You know, I like it, Neil. We heart Pluto, and Pluto hearts us.
Just for you, Christian. We love Pluto.
Pluto hearts us. It has that heart shaped region in it.
Pluto can do anything it wants to do if it puts its orbit toward.
Yep. All it does is have to put its orbit towards it.
You what?
That makes no sense at all.
Oh, to us it did. To us layman people, us stupid people, it made a lot of sense.
Anyway, I gotta go to sleep. Oh yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you one more thing. I said, hey guys, thank you so much. Would you like a shirt? And the guy was like, oh my god, that's gangsta. Yes. And I'm like,
Gangsta.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Christian Ready shirt. My launch past the stomach.
Me too. I'm waiting for mine. Yeah,
I think it takes about 3 weeks on.
It'll take you about 3 weeks, Crypto, because it took 3 weeks to get a shirt out to RPM from me.
God.
Yeah. When I ordered Real Estate Whisperers, the hoodie for Emma, I think that took about 2 weeks. I know beanies took about 3 weeks. No, yes. Beanies was really quick because it come from like Bradford, which is literally like
just up the road,
35 miles away from me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Good night. That was a brief little
diatribe. See you in chat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm disappearing as well, guys, because unlike Crypto, I haven't been to sleep for 24 hours now, so I'm going to bed.
That sucks for me, mate. It's my daughter's 19th birthday tomorrow, and I said I'd go over and see her for 11 o'clock, and she lives like an hour's drive from me, so I'm going to be up early.
Oh, I've been up for 23 hours now, so I'm done. I'm going to bed.
All right.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
See you later.
Next time.
Good night, Mark.
Meanwhile, me and Doug are like, this is like the middle of the day for us.
Yeah, it's like 5 past 3 for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just after 2 for me.
Yeah,
and I'm
3 o'clock for me.
I haven't had lunch. I got some something to munch
Cheezels.
But that's
Cheezels way to go.
That's quite
Cheezels for the win.
Now here's one for you.
Mm.
I'm gonna pull my box out now.
Oh yeah!
I want to see what's in your box.
Is this a segment or something?
Yes. It's what's in Neil's box.
Is it going to get
It's not a star, is it?
No, not a star.
I don't want the address showing.
Has Doug seen the star?
I've seen the star.
Doug's seen the star.
Ooh.
So I was talking to Christine, and
My kid, actually. He
Whoa,
was talking to
whoa.
my child.
That's our Sydney.
That's our Sydney. Yes, our Sydney.
So we talked yesterday, and the conversation got onto chocolate because I sent this box to the US, with what was in it? Oh, stroop oil and other things. And Stroop syrup. Then it got sent back to me with all sorts of edibles and me cups that
You won.
Chris and Eddie. Yeah, I won the cup on Chris's show, and Eddie were out shopping, and they got me a big mug. Because I kept mentioning her cup of tea that she had, so they got me one of them, which is big enough for a man-sized cup of tea. So now the box has come back to me, so it's going back to the US. In fact, there's one on the way. There's one on the way to you now with the Streamlabs thing in and tea bags.
So not the same box. So it's with the
that
address
box
that crossed out.
Yeah. So this one originally come from Holland to the UK. Then it went from the UK to Louisiana. Then it went from Louisiana back to the UK, and now it's now it's filled up in the UK with literally all types of sweets. Now I don't know whether you get them in your country, Beanie and Doug.
Do you get that?
I have never heard of that.
They're all with these weird candies I've never heard of.
So we got a Whisper Gold, a Toffee Crisp. No.
Are these just like Chinese knockoffs that they're selling down there?
No, this is
a Flake.
Flake, yes.
Oh, we get Flake, yeah.
Yeah. One for us. Australia 1, USA 0.
Cadbury.
A timeout bar.
Yep.
Different package, but yeah.
They come in normally a twin one. This is the wafer version.
Yeah, we get the twin one.
Yeah, we get the twin one as well. My all-time favorite, a Ripple bar.
I think I've heard of that one.
Galaxy Ripple.
It's a fancier one.
I don't think you'll have heard of one of them. A Topic. No.
No.
A Boost.
Yeah.
We get Boost.
You get Boosts.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's
a Crunch.
Boosts are nice. You should eat them.
Crunch. Yeah, we get Crunch. Crunches.
But they're not the same kind of crunch bars we get here. They're different than what we get here.
Ours are better.
A Twirl.
Yep.
I don't have that.
Australia gets
that's a flake covered in chocolate.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well, 1 point to Doug. Cadbury snack bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's the main maker of most of these?
Cadbury's.
I'm kind of wondering if they're just not okay.
It's Cadbury's.
So
I think
they're probably just Cadbury really doesn't sell much here except for Easter.
I mean,
just the eggs.
Yeah,
just the cream eggs, and the cream eggs that we get here are not the same as they get there. Their cream eggs are different.
I mean, they're not the. I think the Cadbury's are the biggest selling chocolate manufacturers in the world, aren't they?
But now they're owned by Hershey.
Are they?
Yeah.
So then we've got a normal Whisper.
No.
Australia doesn't get one of them. Oh, Launchpad just
Milky Way.
But they're not like ours. We have Milky Way, but it's not like that.
But they don't look like that. No.
Yeah, we have a different packet.
A Drifter.
No.
Otherwise known as Australian. Then Christine's all-time favourite.
Ooh, Turkish Delight.
See,
I used to really like them, but I kind of eased off on them a bit.
Oh, I do love a Turkish Delight. Then we've got them. You've seen the Milky Way crispy rolls. Do you get them?
We don't have those.
Never heard of that one.
No, that might just be to the UK only. We've done it.
We'll have to wait a couple of years for it to come to Australia.
We've done the toffee crisp. What else have we got?
Well, it'll take that long just to get the ship.
I would be very surprised if Australia have them. Oh shit! It's green.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to. It's a green package that looks green.
It's a green.
That's awesome.
It's a green package.
But it looks red.
That doesn't work, right? Does it? It's fries.
Green.
Fries, peppermint cream.
That's funny.
Actually, speaking of green,
and then
keep going.
Oh shit! We
That
have
doesn't sound good. They get those year round.
the Cadbury's cream eggs.
Cream eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
Screw.
Now I didn't know, right? I didn't actually know until this all started yesterday when I walked into a shop and seen cream eggs, and we've been talking about cream eggs, and I was like, because I even said to the guy behind the counter, "You don't get them all year." And since I have asked him, I've been in 3 shops today, and they've all sold cream eggs.
Yeah, see, I think they're just overpriced here.
Well, they only sell them at
Oh,
Easter.
yeah.
The only time they sell them is at Easter.
Because they can charge more for them here during Easter, because Americans are idiots.
Everything is here more. Like we were talking about all sorts of stuff. Like my girl's like, oh, how much is this?
But
How
I have
much
to
is
say, at least we get cheaper gas.
Oh yeah, by like bucket loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, our gas in the
But it's
UK.
also made here. A lot of
Because
it.
he was trying to figure out how much it would cost him in gas to run an RV, and then so we were trying to figure out because he kept calling it petrol, and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? Oil?" And he was like, "No, like, oh, you mean gas?" Nobody calls it petrol. When you walk in there and you ask for petrol, they'll be like, "Where are you from, son?"
Petroleum.
So how much does it cost to send a box over there?
Well, it's
about 3 feet.
if you
It depends.
if you
On
go
the weight and all that.
yeah
Go under 2 pounds.
in the UK, if you go right, in the UK, I can send a £2 box to Christine for
$16, 16 pounds. You said
£17.50, which is like $21. Right? If I was to go £2 and
1 ounce.
1 ounce, it would be £78, which would
Yep.
be like $95.
Yep.
See, and there is no reason for that to cost that in this
No,
day and age.
no,
Like there is
there's not.
absolutely no, but they know that they can, because what else are you gonna do, right? Like there's no one else. Amazon eventually will start up their own thing, and then that's gonna drop everything. It's gonna drop.
Well, Amazon
For sure.
started their own delivery service here, and I guess you might have not heard about my wig debacle. And their delivery service is literally the worst thing. It's been on the
So
news.
far. Yeah,
Yeah.
so far though, you know, they're you think that that no one else is sharing their secrets with them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like they've got to learn everything from scratch.
Look at them. They're like children. They
They
really are like
They really are. Both of them really are.
look at them giggling like they're 12, you know?
Yeah.
The day that Beanie got his green screen had to be the cutest thing I had ever seen, because he was so elated and he could not help opening that box, and he was running around like a 10-year-old that just got a new bicycle and was putting the stickers on the bicycle. He was so excited. Look at him right now. He's like, yeah.
That was on Doug's stream, wasn't it? Because I remember
Yes.
being in work and I was
that's
watching
true.
Doug's stream because I was looking at the app and I was like, it's being delivered, because it was like it's come, and then I just heard Beanie going like, there's somebody at the door, and it was like Father Christmas has arrived.
You just need to draw. You need to just draw yourself like a dinosaur body, and just so that it follows you around, like put markers on. So
But
it
you
just
know-
follows you around with your dinosaur body with your.
The coolest part about that was that Beanie had just said, some exciting news. I'm waiting for a parcel. Once that parcel gets here, it should be here any minute. And literally, just as he said those words, knock, 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 knock. Yeah, it was like, wow, there it is. That was cool.
Yeah.
Good timing.
It
So,
was
my
funny watching him.
question, the reason why I had that question, which you guys were wanting to do next year, is because I'm wanting to add a second video in to my every week. I want to do a second video. Now, I was trying to do a live stream once a month, but it just doesn't work very well for me for some reason. But I need you guys' opinion on something. So
I got a million of those. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. So far, the only name that I can think of it is the Whisker Show. So, mustache stuff, beard stuff, whatever. And basically what I'd have so far. These are the segments of the show. I have a Whisker versus Whisker, which would be like either famous people or subscribers or whatever. And then I can do a poll to, and then the next week I would say, okay, this person won last week's, Whisker versus Whisker or whatever. And that way then the viewers could be interactive with that, right? And then I've got a Whisker quote of the week, which would be a quote from a famous person that obviously has mustache, beard, whatever. And then I would just kind of say what my thoughts were on it or whatever.
Don't use Hitler.
What?
Don't use Hitler.
No.
Okay.
What?
No, I won't. Although he does have some pretty good quotes, just saying.
No. Bad idea.
No, I'll stay away from him and Stalin as much as possible, believe me. And then I got Whisker tip of the week, which I don't know how I would do that because there's not really that many tips that you could really give. So that might be like a once a month edition thing. And then I've got mustache or bearded person of the week, and the mustache one will come from this book here, which is Sweet Stash 50 Badass Mustaches and Faces Who Sported Them. It's kind of like a coffee table book type thing, but it's got like famous people in it, and then it says a little bit about them and what they did. Like it's got Mr. Oates from Hall & Oates on here and stuff. And I was thinking, there's 50 of them in there, so I could, just add a couple of other of my own people in there or whatever, and figure out stuff.
Wait for that to show up now on the actual thing.
Beanie.
Oh, jeez. And then I've got Memory Monday or Memory, kind of like a Throwback Thursday type thing where I would talk about one of my older grooming videos that I did a review of or whatever. But I don't know what the best format to do a thing like this would be in. Like, I could do it as a live stream, or I could do it as a, like a recorded show, which is easier for me to do because of my migraines and stuff. I never know when I'm actually going to be able to, do a live stream.
Hey, Doug, does that mean we've technically just done a collaboration?
Doug won't talk.
Oh, wait, no, I did it the wrong way around. I meant to be going up that way.
You could add to a live stream, just...
Now I look like I'm just doing something inappropriate in the replay.
But the thing with that is that
I know you suffer with migraines, but you could, if you're having a good day, I mean, it's like this now. I mean, yeah, we go live on a Monday, but it can be 1 o'clock, it can be 1:30. I mean, that's the time only kind of suits me because I mean, obviously, it's you guys in America, it's like 10 o'clock. Australia's, it's 4 in the afternoon. For me, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. So I'm the only person that's kind of not losing out, but it's like, fucking hell, it's like 5, 6 a.m. in the morning by the time we finish.
Right,
but it's like,
live streams work because people know when they're going to be, right? With me, you don't know if it's going to be that day because I never know when I'm going to get a migraine. And I can get a migraine in the middle of it. Plus, I'm also on the fire department, so I don't know if my pager's going to go off 2 minutes after I start a live stream. You know what I mean? So,
but yeah, let me just.
You're a child.
I love it.
Have you seen these?
So do I. It's hilarious.
But the thing is that I do a live stream on Sunday, and sometimes it's at 11, sometimes it's at 12, sometimes I can't do a live stream on Sunday because my daughter has a gym meet. Your audience does forgive you, and then there's people that will show up to your live streams, and they will always show up. They'll always be there for you, always, and they will watch from the minute you start to the minute you end. I mean, if you have 10 people that sat there and listened to you for an hour, I mean, like, to me, that's golden. Not only that, you get like a shit ton of watch time on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. I mean, you could go live now, and you get a load of people come in just to see what's she doing. No, I mean, Christine.
Whenever I've gone live, I maybe get a couple of people from Illuminati.
But I only got a
Other
couple at the
than that-
beginning too.
Other than that, I'll maybe get one or
It
maybe
takes
I'll
time.
get one of my regular viewers. But usually what their comment is I missed the live stream because I didn't know when it was going to be. And with me, I don't know when it's going to be. So doing something like that, it's hard for me to do.
Right.
So like, I don't know what the best way to implement without it being a live stream. Cause yeah, I very easily could do that, but then it'd be hard for me to do cause a lot of people don't watch live streams, but they might watch something else like, a regular show type video.
It's a hard one.
Comes in. If I could reliably do live streams on the same day or time, I would. But like, it's not even like if I could do it the day after, I'd be good too. But I get what's basically a hangover without the fun of alcohol the day after for the entire day. So I'm pretty much out of commission for 2 days.
Maybe you just have to stick with the videos then, mate.
Yeah. And I just don't know what the best way or how long if I should even worry about the time, how long it is each one, and just say however long it is.
Yes. That is 100% it. Because sometimes my like trivia shows will go for an hour and 30 minutes. Sometimes they're only 45 minutes. But when the show is done, it's done. And, like the thing is that, people's time is precious. So I don't want to drag it out 15 more minutes, keeping people on just because I dedicated an hour to it. I want to honor, like the show's done. It's done, like let it go. But I've had ones that go on for 2 hours because we were having fun. We were laughing. I mean, people were crying, laughing, and it was just one of those things that went on for like an hour and 45 minutes. But when it was done, I was willing to say it was done.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I should just worry about in the video, just make sure that all the content is there and call it good.
Yeah.
And not really worry about time. Because right now I try to keep my reviews between 3 to 5 minutes.
Right. Well, that with an actual video, I would just like look at your audience retention. That's because my videos used to be 8 minutes long. And I noticed that everybody dropped off about 4 to 5 minutes. So I keep them at 4 or 5 minutes now. And I have a much better audience retention.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying is that because it's too complicated for me to do a live stream reliably. I mean, I can barely do one once a month reliably. I've tried it, and I just don't have enough there to be able to do that.
If the content allows for it to be 8 minutes, make it 8 minutes. If it allows it for it to be 12 minutes to get everything that you wanted to say out there for 12 minutes, then do it. But if you can say it in 4 minutes and not drag it out, nothing's more irritating when I'm saying, Jesus Christ, will you just get to the freaking point in a video? It drives me insane because people's time is precious. So like, get to the point. Like that's the whole difference.
Do you ever get that impression from my videos? Like you ever go, but you just get to the point.
No, you have like a moral purpose.
Your content is also a little bit different because the point is the end of the video, right? Like your point is the end of the drawing and the final product.
Right. Right.
So
and then he tells a story within the drawings too. Like, I don't know, you keep it going because you're talking, you're saying something.
Sometimes
and basically what I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to get more, I do a lot of, all my channels based on reviews. Well, there's only so much that you can do, and then people move on to the next person that's reviewing that product, right? So what I want to do with this is I want to pull in more people to my channel that'll end up watching both videos because of what I'm talking about or whatever. Plus, I want a video that I can bring in advertisers.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a suggestion that has worked for me to help move some of my older videos. Is that I am in a blogging group. I don't blog, But what I do is I add their blogs as a resource into my videos. And then I put them on my website. Well, now they started taking my videos and adding them to their blogs. And that's added traffic to some of my older videos that have been sitting there, you know, with a couple hundred views, and now they have over 1,000. So if you could get somebody that writes blogs about beards and stuff and have them add your video. Okay.
Yeah, my video is going to be on my website. I mean, it already is. All my videos are on my website.
Right. It's a good way to make YouTube happy.
And that's why I recently got on Reddit, was to try to drive more resources. You know, and I didn't just go in there and start being like, oh, look at my video. You know, if it pertains, if somebody else's post pertains, then I risk, you know, being able to do live streams. So
I think live streams is the key.
What?
I think live streams is the key to getting like views, because I noticed that because Christine and Eddie Christine and Eddie were both at me when we were having a conversation after your stream the other week, and both of them said Doug's got to go. He's got visitors. No, they never said Doug's got to go because he's got visitors. Doug's just put in the comments he's got to go. He's got visitors.
Okay.
Catch you later,
Doug.
Catch you later, Doug.
Later, Doug.
See you, Doug.
But yeah,
once he leaves, I'm gonna have to come back in again.
Both Christine and Eddie said to me in the live stream, because to get watch time is go live, and I was like, I don't want to go live.
That's how I made my watch time requirement, was starting and go live more. So
yeah, but then when
it was like 9 hours off like a 15-minute video. It was just ridiculous. I was just, you know, you look at something, you're like, I was like, Jesus, I was like, I can't believe just off this one stupid 20-minute live stream, I've got nearly 200,000 minutes, and you need 240,000 minutes of watch time, don't you?
it's going to come back. I mean, you're going to be surprised how quickly it's going to happen this year for you, because you're gaining the subscribers, and you're going to get it. Yeah.
I was hoping, I mean, looking at the channel, I was hoping to be monetized before Christmas, or at least have the watch time and the subscribers. Because I mean, I never thought, I didn't think I'd hit either of them. Because when you start on YouTube and you go, right, what do I need? And you fucking 1,000 subscribers, and I need like 4,000 hours of watch time. It's like nobody's gonna watch this for 4,000 hours.
So, question: if I put together a couple of test videos, let's say before the new year, before this that comes up, and I sent you guys the link, would you guys be willing to tell me what I could improve to make it a little bit easier, make it flow a little bit better?
Sure. Do you know who's really good at that? Is Matt.
Yeah, Matt's good.
Matt got my videos to flow correctly for like people's eye. He's really good at structure of a video.
What is his channel anyway?
Create You.
But I swear, I don't know where, like, Matt won't fess up to where he came from, because like he knows more than most. I have no idea where Matt came from.
Matt's like, he's like the algorithm.
He is. He is. He's like,
it works for YouTube. Like, I already know all this, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, he really does understand how a video structure should work, and when you should say this, and when you should put an animation in here, and how long should that be. And
he's
like,
gotta have video. He's probably got video or advertisement.
Well, he's in sales. He's definitely in sales of some sort.
he won't declare to anybody what he does.
No.
We actually, I think he works for YouTube. I think he programs the algorithm for YouTube. Because
I know for a fact that he does live in Orlando, Florida. I know that for a fact.
Because and it's crazy as well, because Matt doesn't. He's not a huge channel. He doesn't brag about it. He doesn't come across as, a know-it-all smart ass. He's not that type of guy. But when
all he does was to help people.
Yeah.
That's all he
and you go on it, you'll go on it when he does his live streams. I mean, it's well worth subscribing to him and finding his live.
Evidently, I already am, but he hasn't put anything up for a while.
Matt does what Matt wants to do when he wants to do it. This is not
Just like me.
Yeah.
This is not his like, career path. He enjoys helping people.
Yeah.
And he enjoys he's created his own little community in Discord and everything, and he helps everybody in there. He's always like, when I had I had a thumbnail meltdown, and he was like, okay, he was like, all right, this is it. Like, I'm tired of hearing about this. And he like broke it down for me. And like, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He knows his shit. And he's not going to hold your hand and tell you you're pretty, like he's going to tell you straight up.
That's the thing I like about him. When you go on his channel and you do reviews and things like that, because he done a review for me the other week, and I was adamant since I've started. I had in my head, and I don't know, I'm sure that I tried it on a couple of videos, but you're putting the title of your video in, and everyone does, like, say it was the meaning of life. You'd start with a capital T, and then you'd like the meaning of life. Now I used to miss the capitals out on every single one of my videos. It never starts with a capital letter, and he was like, "Well, why did you do that?" And I was like, "Well, kind of. It's just when I do it, it kind of doesn't work." But I think I got that into my own head that it doesn't work because I just got it into my own head, and then I went through the law and I changed them all, and it just, even from just a branding point of view, when you look at the channel, all the main everything's capitalized. Everything it's all capitalized, and it just looks better. But until like Matt kind of pointed it out to him, and he was like, we'll try this and try that, and then try adding, maybe do a little bit of humor in it and things like that. And so when I started doing the live streams, it's hard to be funny with cryptocurrency because it's so vanilla. And it is hard to try and be a bit funny, but you can. I've turned around and I've gone, this coin's up by 40%. I haven't got a fucking clue what it is. It's probably a load of shite.
Some that I do, most, if you watch most of Beard Balm reviews and stuff, it's a guy standing in his bathroom in front of a mirror or in front of a wall, and just talking head. Well, if any of you guys have ever seen my video, I put production, and there is B-roll, they're showing how it's used, there is all the information that you'd need, there is like, and it's not in a echoey bathroom, and like I have production. And like these people that are literally just standing in the bathroom, and I'm like, well, maybe I should just.
Have you ever watched a real estate channel? Just take a gander.
Right. So you understand. So you understand how like it's.
They're boring as hell.
Right. And like I'm and so it just like, well, maybe if I just did it in the bathroom instead, I would be. Because that's evidently what people like.
I have those meltdowns too. And I just was talking about this the other day. Nothing irritates me more because I do put a lot of freaking effort into the video.
Yeah, I mean, you got a script for every one of your videos.
And I watch some of these other ones, and I'm like, why is this guy got 30,000 subscribers? His videos are shit. Or they're garbage, and like, why are people like I'm looking, he got 404 subscribers last month, like in the last 30 days. I'm like, how does that even happen? Because he's about as vanilla as you can get. I mean, like,
I don't mind Christian, to be honest.
So the main thing though, the main thing is like. The thing I've fallen into that trap as well, of going, oh, why has this channel got so many views when it's crap? Is like we fall into the trap of comparing other channels to what we're doing. It's like, stop paying attention to what other channels are doing, just pay attention to what you're doing.
It's you versus you.
In your own head.
It's literally.
By the way, Beanie, that little dinosaur that's looking up is freaking adorable.
It's literally.
I don't figure out which one's going to be.
It's you versus you. I mean, how do you find it, Ed? I found your channel, and yours is basically the only like gold mine and gold. Is there a big gold mine and niche on YouTube?
Not when I started, but now it's growing pretty big. Yeah.
Let's say I watch yours and.
Not wanting to toot my own horn, but the whole dinosaur drawing niche is slowly becoming a bit bigger and bigger now, and people like starting to do same kind of things. And
But there's only one Beanie Draws.
Are these stepping on your toe?
You need to just look at it like you're the one that's at the end of the new whatchamacallit there.
The forefather.
Yeah.
You're the godfather.
Yeah.
The godfather of dinosaurs.
Well, look at how many copycats the one guy at the end of the new YouTube replay has. I mean, he was the only one that was doing it, and now people are doing the exact same thing as he is, walking around in shorts, barefoot, trying to make this stuff and not saying a single word in his videos.
Yeah.
In their videos, like he was the one that started that, and now there's at least 25 to 50, people that are doing the exact same thing, his same video style and everything. And almost copycat his name, but have the words backwards, or and they're freaking, it's
the main thing I worry about. The main thing I worry about in that regard is because I've got one fan who's pretty damn good drawing. It's going to get to the point where he's probably going to end up getting more subscribers and views than me from my formula. I'm like, no, shit up.
And that's when you change your formula.
Would you ever consider
change things up?
Would you ever consider not doing dinosaurs?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually it's just because at the moment I'm just in the mood to draw dinosaurs, but I've got the kaiju things, the Godzillas and dragons and all that kind of stuff that I'm going to be working on as well.
No, I mean, would you go into I don't know, would you? Because I mean, Godzilla and things like that, dragons, it's technically dinosaur. Would you ever go into something do another playlist of completely different? I don't know, I know not every artist can draw. Not every artist can draw. You can draw dinosaurs, but you mightn't be able to do. I don't know, like you said the other day, hands. You struggle with hands, don't you?
Yeah. Like
human hands. I mean, some people go. So yeah, but would you ever consider going into I don't know, robots or futuristic sort of? I don't know. Just
the thing with hands is that there's so many ways to cheat with them, though. That's why Disney characters usually only have four fingers, because it's way easier to do than five, and stuff. So there's ways for him to cheat to do hands, unless if he wants to do the realistic stuff. And even then, I don't think people are sitting there counting fingers for realistic cartoon drawing.
Yeah, it is
ultra realistic or something.
So what's your New Year's resolution, Beanie? We didn't get to you, did we?
Mine's pretty much the same as yours. Stay alive.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, New Year's resolutions are good, but if you want to change it and you want to do it now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's
yeah.
Well,
you can always
my
do
whole thing. Yeah, my whole thing is that I'm trying to work out this process of what to do. I wanted to do this a couple months ago, but every time that I thought up something, it was going to take way too much. I was going to do and I'm probably still going to do eventually what is type teaching. What is this product in your beard balm that you're putting in there, right? But for that, I want to get I'm gonna have to find a good place to get B-roll that I can't get, pressing of grapes and or oils or flowers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking of a bunch of ideas to add another video, and this one I just figured that giving it a month to for me to be able to get it down is why I'm basically considering it my YouTube New Year's resolution thing. Plus, it helps on the end as far as analytics to see. I know I can go back to this month, and this is when I started this, right? So I can look at growth and everything from the beginning of this year, where I couldn't do that as much from October as easily, right?
Yeah.
Because that's not how that analytics reads things.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm headed that way too.
I think we can. I've got to be up in 5 hours anyway, so I think we can successfully call this one an early day.
An early, we're not going into midnight.
So if anyone is in the chat, first of all, you need to head over to Christina's channel and check out her latest video.
I worked very hard on it. I want everybody to enjoy it. I hope they do. I think it's very good.
You need to go and check that out. Get in Ed's live. Sorry, Beanie, was boring you then?
A little bit.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's all right.
Oh well, sorry.
I was going to kick him again, but we had a debacle last week, and he couldn't get back in.
No, it's just algorithms and algorithm talk kind of makes me fall asleep.
Okay, Beauty Bubble just said there, create a chaos produced video for the one who wants to build a channel.
I have a video coming out on Creator Chaos. It's going to come out this week.
Modern Day Family Man said he's already watched it 5 times.
Oh, thank you.
I will be Eric. The amount of times because I got that video like 2 or 3 days before it was even out, because Chris sent it to me. She's like, "What do you think? Watch it. Let me know if there's anything I've missed."
And we kept tweaking it though.
Yeah, and you did, and then it was like you watch it over and over and over and over again, and every single time, I still found something else funny. I mean,
was that the one you're editing last week?
Yeah. Well, I started some clips. I started some clips last week, but I hadn't fully edited because like some of the shots that you saw the original video, I had taken out and added different shots to it. And then there were some speaking parts that Neil did. I had him redo, so it made more sense to thread in, because I want to feature the house. That's the whole point of the video.
She actually had me get out of bed at 5 a.m. in the morning.
I did.
To come, I was in bed, and and she knows I won't say no. That's the bad thing. She knew I wouldn't say no, so I said
I could wait till morning. I said that.
Yeah, it can wait till morning, but I really want to edit it now.
Yeah. One other question that really popped in, because that's actually for a real house listing, isn't it?
Yes.
Is there any possibility that they might, like, whoever ends up buying the house asks you to take the video down?
I've had them take it down. I've had them have me take it down. I've
that
had that
particular
happen.
video.
No, well, not like I've done comedy type listing videos before, right. And then after it sold, the sellers asked if I would take it down, and I did.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine though. I mean,
you could just make it private, so you still keep the watch time and the views.
I just unlist the video. I just put it unlisted.
Yeah, it's just like the whole putting all that work into it only for, like, you know, it's because like I did a music video years and years and years ago that I spent a long time on, and then the band split apart and they asked me to pull down the video, and it's just like you put all that effort into it and you're proud of the work, and then, like, you know, they just, because it's technically not, you know, it's your work, but it's not your house or whatever. It's just like, that sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay, because the thing is that at the end of it, I got paid. I got paid more than probably 8 cents that we'll ever do. So it's okay.
Eric's just in the chat. The only thing the video needs was Chuck.
No, Chuck.
Do you know what? It's not the funny thing. Chuck. The funny thing about the Chuck video is you never see Chuck, but to me, it's the way she goes. I can't even do it. It's the way she says Chuck. It's just
Chuck.
It just has me in the stitches. Chuck can do this. Chuck.
Chuck. Do you even know how to do those things, Chuck? What's wrong with Chuck?
Chuck is gonna bury her under the patio one day.
Well, the original video to that's the last one, it actually had Eddie reading the story at the beginning, and Eddie was the one that was supposed to be reading the story and ending the video. I wasn't even in the video at all. And we had a problem getting Eddie to actually say the words in sync with Neil's voice. He couldn't do it.
I think it worked better with you in it anyway.
When I got done, I think it worked out better.
I only actually realized today, right, the amount of times I've watched it. I only realized after watching it for like the 15th time today that you finished my sentence off in the video as well.
Yeah, I did.
I've never got onto it, and I was like, I only got onto it. I was like, it was when I was in my mum's, and I was forcing my mum to watch it, and I was like, because she's this is the bizarre thing. My mum's watching it on an iPad.
This is funny.
Right, me dad's sort of leaning over, like, what's this? So we're watching it, and they were chuckling, and he was like, oh, it's good, that's good. And I went, do you not recognise anything familiar with the video? And my dad's like, no, what? I was like, maybe the guy's voice in the video. And he's going, no, who is it? It's like, it's fucking me. That's not. Well, is that you? I was like, yeah.
To be fair though, like I heard you talking when you're like just on your phone, not on like your the microphone, and your normal voice doesn't sound anything like you.
No, when I'm on the phone, it's completely When I'm talking to friends on the phone, I turn into Scouse. So it's like, you know what I mean, lads? Yes, I'm okay. I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da. And then it's this mic. It's like, as soon as you get up close to the microphone, you find a need to speak like this. And then sometimes you can speak like a radio DJ, and you can be like this all over again. I'm sure it's this microphone. You get close to it, and it just turns you into Barry White. Powers. Yeah,
but I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Crypto, for actually humoring me and letting me pitch this idea to you, and you working with me in my nonsense, because I am a weirdo when it comes to this editing stuff, and I want things to be perfect.
But it was funny because that whole video literally come out of a bit of a daft conversation that we had, and you were like, "Oh, could you say this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll say it." And I thought that was it, and then I literally I recorded it while we were talking on Discord and sent it over, and she was like, "Okay, I'll send you the full script tomorrow." And I'm like, the full script? It's like, Jesus gets to bed like 15 minutes later. Email. Like, what's this email? And I was like,
I typed it out in 15 minutes. I had the whole script. I had it in my head, and I had to do it right then and there, or I wouldn't have it.
And then there's also a follow-up. We've also, come up with a bit of an idea for other videos, haven't we?
Yes. It's gonna be the Christina Crypto Show.
But here's a question for you before we go. Have you ever thought of killing off one of your characters?
No, I don't want to put anything violent in there.
Not even like, say, Chuck and his wife moving into a house, and then next thing Chuck revealing himself with like a screwdriver, and they're being like,
I can see there was some slapstick violence.
No, because. The one thing I will have eventually, Chuck will eventually say something. He's going to say something eventually, but it's going to be one of those pinnacle moments.
It'll be one of
them.
So is
that going to be at 1 million subscribers?
Maybe like 10,000 subscribers. Chuck is going to say something. I'm not sure what.
And it's actually Crypto's voice.
That would be funny.
Yeah. What date are we on now? Are we on the 10th?
11th.
Yep.
So next week will be the last one of 2018.
Yep.
So I should be drawing this one next week.
So what we need to do, right? What we need to do for next year is everyone that's in the stream, we need to write down a prediction on a piece of paper for